With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shell. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shoot of feeling so insecure. The money he earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not in burping, leaning ban, it matters not if battery fun. His Shoutouts can't see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over it and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jat here, and I forgot to set the fucking source properly for us. There we go. Hey guys, King Jat here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Wednesday, 24th of April 2024. As you can see, Phil Burnell has not even bothered to turn his stream on properly yet. He's been in this chat since 6:49 PM, basically like 15 minutes ago, almost, however. But yeah, he has not bothered his arse to turn the stream on live yet, and I think it's because he's trying to mess about with getting all kinds of stuff ready. He's got a new bumper, he's got new animation for a super chat, and he's adjusting the levels, etc. And lo and behold, let's turn that crappy music off because the stream has just fucking gone live right there with a full animation for $5 super chats now. Fucking hooray for that. I am still not recovered from yesterday, essentially, from that fucking ridiculous meltdown. Apparently the meltdown continued on the next stream. DSP Tries It Mythology has a video, you know, a 11-minute long video. DSP meltdown, blaming trolls or ruining his life opportunities, refuses to do anything the entire stream. The whole entirety of the night stream essentially was a coping mechanism essentially, and Phil blaming detractors for all his fucking failings in his life. Fuck me, man. So, some of you guys may have caught it live, and I know WPIG was doing a live stream, Prophet was on that, Broside Phil was also doing a live stream, and Brand Dude is doing a live stream right now, catching up on what happened last night. Fuck me, man. Oh god, and Naviga as well was live earlier on. He done a stream earlier on today. I caught some of that. Jesus Christ, man. This is just crazy. But yeah, yesterday was meant to be a chill podcast. I just want to stress that. Phil labelled his podcast for the past 3 days. Phil labels the podcasts chill podcast. Yesterday wasn't a fucking chill. But not by all, no fucking way was yesterday a fucking chill podcast. I was him losing his goddamn tiny wee fucking mind. I'm blaming the entire world for him fucking being a brain dead buffoon. But fuck me, man. Oh, and
come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Well, first of all, thank you very much to Joe Badger for becoming a member themselves and becoming a bingo baddie. Thank you very much for that. And also thank you, Joe Badger, again for gifting a membership to the channel, and well done to Tom for receiving that membership. So Joe Badger not only becoming a member themselves, but also deciding to gift a membership as well to the stream. So a very nice you indeed, Joe Badger. Thank you very much for that very kind gesture. Now, on that note, let's see some more of Phil's meltdown from the night stream. If you guys haven't seen any of it yet, then yeah, brace yourselves.
Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014. But yeah, like people would always come by and say, Phil, why are you not playing the real comp? Why are you not? And so all these years I'm thinking, you know, maybe when I finally get the capability of doing this, I want to play Fightcade. And now I have it, and I advertise, and we talked about this for months. We talked about ever since I got the mini PC that I would do it. We said I was going to do it in December. Then it got delayed. Then we said January. Then it got delayed again. There was all these opportunities for you to find out about this. It wasn't until the morning that I was going to do the Fightcade setup tonight that I was told that this happens. It was the morning of, during a 10-year span, that everyone crapped on me saying I was a coward dodging the competition. The truth of the matter is I never would have been able to do it because it exposes my IP, and it was all a lie. I'm a coward. I'm worse than the Cowardly Lion, so that ain't gonna happen. And thankfully, it was people like Bono's Tecmo and a few others. It was him and like 2 or 3 other people who were all...
So, Phil Burnell is upset here at the internet and people in general because people assumed that he had the fucking intellectual capacity to understand how Fightcade operated. It's a peer-to-peer sort of system, you know what I mean? So naturally, a person you're playing will kind of maybe able to see your IP and vice versa. It's peer-to-peer, you know, P2P. So, but Phil, it's just, but he didn't know that.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Somehow. Thank you very much to Diablo Lord of Darkness for this re-upping membership and popping a membership message saying, I start to think he'll have more meltdowns and rants this year and it'll be worse but at a time. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, and Pro says all fighting games are P2P. You're right there, but also when it's done on console, the console essentially is like the middle person in a manner of speaking. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean... I don't know. All I know is that Phil Burnell lost his goddamn tiny mind because people assumed he was fucking aware of how Fightcade operated. And when he fucking seen this shit, he's like, fuck me, man. I don't know. But it's all our fault, probably. It's some sort of 10-year detractor op. Phil has managed to fucking turn this into a victim segment where detractors tried to get into play Fightcade somehow.
All finding the information and putting it in the chat this morning, I basically once again have dodged a huge bullet. Ladies and gentlemen, 2024 is officially the year of me dodging 1 million huge bullets.
So interesting number there.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Thank you very much to Twilight Media Corp for popping their membership message and saying this guy gets some more unsufferable every day. I'm not sure if I should laugh or pity him. He's so toxic that I struggle to have anything but contempt. I mean, it's something, with time, it's harder to fucking pity him. Like, at first you fucking see this person, and you question yourself into thinking, can this person be salvaged? Can this person be redeemed? And as more time passes, it fucking convinces you more and more that Phil Burnell is an irredeemable piece of shit. And that's not just me being nasty for the sake of being nasty. Look how he treated his audience yesterday. Look how he lashed out at them yesterday. Look how he automatically fucking jumped down their fucking throats for, you know, saying anything in this fucking chat which he fucking remotely took offence to. You know what I mean? This is his own community suffer more than anyone else. And some of them seem to fucking love it. It blows my mind, honestly fucking does.
So far, it's like the fucking Matrix, and I'm just doing Matrix dodging like Keanu Reeves right now. All these bullets are passing me by because there were so
Keanu Reeves?
many opportunities for bad things to happen, and somehow I'm dodging them. I mean, this is good, obviously, but it definitely is frustrating. So many things, you know, are kind of not working out in a positive way. I wish they did. In this case, I don't like the fact that I can't play classic fighting games. I want to. This sucks that I can't, that I don't have an access to it, but others can, right? Because others don't have an army, a legion of fucking trolls after them. It's kind of like, it's very similar to the situation where people are saying, what about all these gifted memberships that you keep getting from trolls that you're saying, you know, they're not real? Well, they are real, but they're basically discounted because they're using an exploit. They're using a VPN. It's too much work. I can't. To pretend like they're in another country where the pricing is incorrect on memberships, and then they're mass buying them for a few pennies.
It's not an incorrect membership price, it is the local membership price of wherever that VPN is situated.
And so it ruins the whole membership system. It breaks it. And people are like, so why is that affecting you and not others? Because I'm Darkside Phil, and I'm the one who's stalked by literally thousands of mentally ill people who think that that's okay to do. It's okay to exploit a system as long as it hurts Phil.
Yes.
It's okay to skirt the rules as long as it hurts Phil.
Yes.
It's okay to literally break the law, which has happened to me many times over the years. People breaking the law just to hurt Phil.
Yes.
That's sick.
No!
That's a fantastic edit, by the way. I love that fucking edit. Big ups Memology for that great little fucking insertion there of that edit. Yes, 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 no.
There's other fighting game streamers out there literally right fucking now who are playing on Fightcade. And there are no trolls going in using IP sniffers to find their IP address, post it up on the internet on Kiwi farms, and have everyone DDoS attack them. That's not happening. People even said it earlier. Avoid the Puddle is a prominent fighting game streamer who gets to play Fightcade all the time. And he does never had this issue whatsoever. Not once has this happened to him. He could just play it with no issue. Why? Because he doesn't have an army of weirdo, loser, mentally ill people following him around. So he can have a normal life. I can't. I'm not free to have a normal life because of this. And then people idiotically say things in the chat like earlier, oh, victim complex. It's not a fucking complex, you idiot. It's documented factual shit that's happening. I'm not making it up. You say victim complex if you're actively trying to make yourself a victim for sympathy. I don't want anyone's sympathy. I just want to do the normal shit everyone else can fucking do.
Could have fucking fooled me, Phil. Honestly, fuck man, every single fucking thing he's fucking saying do is basically how you're fucking being wronged in life because of reasons. Never your fault. Everyone else's fucking fault. It's your fucking fault you don't get fucking sponsorship opportunities. It's everyone else's fucking fault that, you know, you don't fucking have, you know, the financial freedom. Oh, he goes on about financial freedom here, by the way.
And I'm not allowed to. This is not a victim complex. It's my fucking reality that every place I turn, I get harassed by weirdos and losers and people who should be mentally examined for help. Because if they think this is a use of something normal in their life, they're out of their minds. They are infatuated with me and my family, and they're actively trying to harass us at every turn. So,
what a fucking whiny bitch. Is Phil live yet? He's not live yet. He's running late, I guess. Has he said anything else in his chat, or did he just leave it at people were against New Game Plus or Elden Ring? Who fucking cares? New bump. So yeah, he's not really fucking saying anything much. He's just fucking letting chat fill up. Cool stuff.
It's this simple. I'm not allowed to do the things everyone else does. Just like back when I was on Twitch, I was not allowed to have a sponsored stream because my trolls would harass whoever the sponsor was, and the sponsor would demand from Twitch that I no longer get these sponsored opportunities because they don't want to be harassed by trolls. So then they kick me out of the program. And
hey, random sponsor. Are you aware that your game is associated with this person, and then they fucking tell the fucking sponsor who the person is, and they go, fuck that. That guy is playing our game? I don't fucking think so. Shout out to World of Tanks, by the way, who were informed that DSP was going to fucking play a sponsor stream of that game, and they said, nah, we don't fucking want that shit. You know, so yeah, World of Tanks, you know, fucking knew exactly who DSP was and didn't fucking need much persuasion to fucking go hold on a fucking second. We don't fucking want this pig roach fucking making, you know, doing anything with our fucking game.
Never told me. They literally lied to me about it. Outright lied and said, oh, it was a coding error. They weren't man enough to say, oh, we're kicking you out of the program unfairly because of your trolls. They lied about it and said it was a coding error that I couldn't see the page. Yes, that's what they told me. So it's just one of many, many things. It's why I can't have a merch page. Because if I have a merch page, my trolls go to the vendor and complain that I'm a bigot and a racist and a sexist and the king of hate and I'm a horrible person and they don't want to do business with them. So then they kick me out because they're getting harassed. You see? Not that any of this is true, but they don't care. They just don't want the hassle. So this is why I can't get the same things as everybody else. This is why when people say, well, why don't you just take on sponsors? Because I can't take on a sponsor. Even if I did, it wouldn't last because of this. Do you understand? I have to basically make a living just off of streaming. That's it. I can't get income from anywhere else because of these idiots. That's not a victim complex. That's actual reality for me.
This condo, I'm stuck with a condo in Connecticut that's worth shit. I can't sell it and I can't rent it. So it's just draining on my finances every fucking month and I can't get rid of it.
Because these idiots won't leave me alone. What they don't realize is all the things they don't like. So for example, they don't like it when I go on a stream and I talk about this. They don't like it if I'm on a stream and I say, hey guys, will you contribute to support my stream tonight? Oh, he's an e-beggar. Oh, he's a victim. But I have to do that because you fucked my life up. You understand that? If you would fucking stop, if you wouldn't dox me, I could be playing Fightcade right now like everyone else who uses it. If you wouldn't fuck up sponsors, I would have had sponsors years ago and I wouldn't have been in the financial situations that I got into.
Phil, I don't know if I'm comfortable filling out this form. I really feel that at this point, since it seems like, you know, this might be something serious, you should get a tax attorney in the state of Washington.
And
This fucking clip here, by the way, is fucking gold. Oh, look, he's going live, and he's got another generic intro. I'll just fucking pause it there. Memoji's point of inserting these clips here is just to remind the, you know, everyone, in case I fucking forgot, that Phil's own decisions in his fucking life has led to his life being a shit show. Well, Detractors did not force Phil Burnell to move across the entire fucking country, you know, and go to Washington. Detractors didn't fucking make Phil not understand that Washington has separate, you know, taxes for state and business. They didn't fucking make Phil Burnell max out 13 credit cards of his own fucking volition or whatever, and fucking, you know, this is all Phil. And also, nobody forced Phil Burnell to not sell the Connecticut condo. He held on to that as long as he fucking could, for whatever reason. If this is all Phil Burnell's own bizarre, awful choices in life. And this as well, like he's now blaming his Connecticut tax guy, who apparently fucking claimed he could fucking do his taxes for him. But then got in touch and said, you know, get someone else instead. I don't think I should do it anymore. And this is years ago. This fucking clip I was like, it's a golden wheel, but a little blast in the past. And it's a good reminder of how incompetent Phil is in trying to manage his fucking life. He relies on the fucking help of others to hold his fucking hand, and he doesn't really do much fucking research himself to fucking, you know. You'd think somebody would look into the state they're moving to see what fucking requirements there are for a kind of, a fucking one person game, you know, like business or whatever entity, you know. But oh, for God's sake, the copium that goes on in this fucking rant here from Phil, this blast in the past, is beautiful.
I'm like, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious? Keep in mind, this guy, 30 years experience as a tax attorney, taken thousands of dollars for me, all right, to do my taxes over the years. He blatantly, I have it in writing from him in an email that I saved on purpose. In writing, it says, you do not have to get another attorney. I will still be your tax attorney. He's taking on all that responsibility for me moving and doing my taxes properly in the state of Washington. Literally says, well, I think you should just get another tax attorney now in Washington.
you created the problem with the level of harassment you did against me, and then you complained about the consequences of the problem. Your consequences created actions for me that I couldn't avoid, and now I'm living with those repercussions of your actions, and I'm just trying to make a living, but you're not happy with that. But you created the situation. You're fucking stupid. You're the dumbest people on earth. Do you get it? You're literally the dumbest people. You created a situation you don't like. I wasn't ever having to do shit like this back in the day. When I was 10 years ago, before This Is How You Don't Play, I just did whatever. I played games, I uploaded videos, I went on trips, I did everything. I had no issues with my income.
Yeah, well, the issue was, Phil, that you fucking made far more money than you were fucking meant to be earning, essentially, because you were on a ridiculous views-based contract from Machinima. You were making an insane amount of money for minimum fucking effort, minimum skill, minimum fucking ability. Your fucking sole reason for fucking making videos was basically to fucking pump out as many as fucking possible, as fast as fucking possible, and you fucking gained the system massively in your fucking favour. You exploited the ever-living shit out of that Machinima contract, and I've always said well done for that, but I'm also going to fucking say fuck you for not fucking capitalising on that and banking on that fucking success you fucking had. What did you do with all the fucking amazing amount of fucking money you had coming in? You fucking blew it all in ridiculous shit rather than fucking trying to fucking put it towards something viable. I don't know, your business, trying to grow your business, trying to fucking grow your channel, trying to grow and make yourself a better content creator. No, you fucking blew all that fucking money on the most ridiculous asinine shit possible, and then all of a sudden the money's all fucking gone and it's everyone else's fucking fault. You spent all your fucking money like some sort of fucking child in a fucking candy shop.
So because of that, I was able to do whatever the hell I wanted. I was free. I wasn't sitting there begging people for contributions. I wasn't saying, oh, we got to have a Patreon and we got to have a PayPal and we got to have this. It was literally just, here's my videos, watch them, ad revenue. Thanks so much. And I gave shit away constantly, like giveaways every fall, all this shit behind the scenes. Hell, I used to be able to afford to give money to charity, and I did many times behind the scenes back when I actually made money to do it. In fact, you know what? I choose not to believe you. I don't believe you. Like Ron Burgundy says, I don't believe you. But I can't anymore because people fucked with my life so much. So you created the monster, you created the situation, and now you want to hold me accountable for it when you did it. Fuck you. Fuck every one of you. Every one of you out there who acts like this and does this horrible things to me and my family. That's why I can't play Fightcade. That's why I can't do the normal things other streamers do. It's you. You're the problem. If you don't exist right now, if you were finger snapped out of existence, think about that. That all you do is you sit around, you hurt people all day long, and people would probably be happier if you would just change your behavior immediately. But you won't, because you've been doing this to me for over a decade, right? It's just insane how they act, these fucking people. So anyway, that's what's going on. That's why I'm trying to express how openly disappointed I am right now with the fact that I can't play retro fighting games. I was stoked and pumped for this. You guys built this up for years that it was going to be something great. And now I can't do it, you know? And now, I mean, to be particularly honest, it just sours me from wanting to do something. Like right now, what should we do tonight? I don't fucking know. I'm not even in a mood to fucking do anything. I'm not. I'm pissed that I'm not allowed to have the things that anyone else who turns on their PC to stream can do. I'm really ripping pissed. And I don't think that I should now have to fucking come up with some bullshit, extravagant fallback plan because of the actions of a bunch of shitbags out there who have no fucking lives. Trolls, it just gives them the attention, and then they listen, they're going to do it anyway. It doesn't matter what I say or do, they do it anyway. They invent shit up that doesn't happen on my stream and title their videos that, and then creatively edit to make it look like it happened when it didn't. They do whatever they want. It doesn't matter what I say or do. I'm not a fucking pussy coward who thinks that, oh, I better not say anything because God forbid my trolls might attack me. They do it anyway, so I don't give a fuck about what they do. Do you think I give two flaming turds what the fuck they say about me?
Yes.
They can eat my shit out of my ass with a spoon.
I'm not trying to do a victim complex here or anything. I'm not super thin-skinned Phil where I can't take an insult.
There you go. I don't give a fuck. I'll say what I want, and I'll talk about what I want. And in this case, I needed to talk about it because it's unfortunate because a lot of people were looking forward to Fightcade, including me, and I can't do it now, and it's their fucking fault, so they can eat shit. Shut the fuck up and eat it. Eat it. Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking...
Spoons, eh? I'm sorry?
I couldn't help it. I had to fucking play the clip. You know me. Yeah, guys, that was DSP Transit Memoji with that video, you know what I mean? Just highlights. That was just a little bit of Phil stream from last night. In case you weren't aware, Phil Burnell was given $86 on the day stream, and he got $240 on the night stream. So yeah, he was given a lot of support for bitching and whining, moaning, crying on the night stream. So make of that what you will. It was just fucking ridiculous.
There'd be no...
And he has a challenge. DSP has a challenge for all the detractors.
No money. There was no money. There'd be no detractor community. I stand by that. Right now, I'll prove the point. You ready? Right now, to prove the point, I dare every one of these idiots, the memologies, the duty streams, the restreamers, all of them, demonetize your content for a whole month. Right now. Do it. Be men. Be real men. And demonetize your content for a month and prove that you actually do it because you have a reason to do it.
Does that mean that Aquateal and doesn't have to fucking do it and snort Burnell because they're not men?
Because you feel like you're doing something good, a service, instead of we're just doing it to make money. I fucking dare you to demonetize your content for a month.
I mean, fun fact, when I started making videos, I don't make many videos in DSP these days, simply because I don't have much to say in that. I did a whole bunch more videos back, you know, when I was before live streaming as well, and yeah, those weren't monetized. In fact, the live streams weren't monetized at first either. When I started doing DSP Bingo, it wasn't monetized. only started making I've been doing DSP content now for like a few years. Basically ever since the fucking bank leaks happened, which is what, 2001, I want to say kind of like, you know, around about September, October 2001 or so, you know. So I've been making DSP content since then. It took me almost a year to start thinking about trying to kind of monetize the fucking shit, and even then it wasn't with ads. I don't bother with ad revenue, as you guys very well know. So if I ever get money, it's not because of, oh, I'm fucking, you know, making money in adverts. No, the only way I get anything, if ever, is if people are kind enough to want to give money. Here is Phil Burnell trying his best to fucking explain the rationale why there's so many fucking detractors. Now what I will say is this: occasionally there might be a person or two who turns up and tries to milk the detractor community. We've seen this with the pastor, you know, for example, a fucking one easy example right there. And there's been one or two people as well. They kind of seem to come along. It seems quite obvious their intentions. You know what I mean? They come along. They kind of seem, hey guys, how you doing? Like, let's talk about film. Let's talk about. It's like, okay, who's this person and like what? It's like, you know, it's like I'm always skeptical. You know what I mean? When like someone new comes along and it's like, okay, let's kind of see if I can get a feel for this person.
Oh my God! What's up?
Thank you very much to Ira for the super chat, who says, real men aren't charitable, no more saving animals. Fuck me, man. It's just crazy. Like, Phil's fucking argument here essentially is detractors are only in it for them fucking money. When I started doing this shit, I certainly wasn't getting a fucking penny. And even then, I've always kind of had a strange feeling about that kind of thing. I said, each to their own. You know what I mean? Detractors and what they do in their channels and content and whatever. Piece of Peace is somebody who could easily monetize his content with super chats. Not sure he chooses not to. The only way that so any money that Piece of Peace gets essentially is through Jasper's Angels, and so that gets the money instead of him. It's like he's always said, if you guys want to donate, you know, he gets a link to Jasper's Angels, and so the money goes direct to Jasper's Angels. Piece of Peace could very easily, you know, like he's definitely someone you can point to. He's probably one of the most popular DSP restreamers out there in terms of the numbers and the metrics and everything else. And he does not make a penny, as far as I can tell, himself from doing the streams. He wants it all to go to Jasper's Angels because he doesn't. I guess he doesn't even need the pocket change because his life is quite good enough as it is. You know, so there you go. But it's just crazy to me. Fuck me, man. Phil's like just trying to say here, all detractors are only out for the fucking money. Damien, I know, pal. I know. I've got it on pause, pal. Cheers for letting me know, Damien, but I already have him on pause just so I could fucking play this week's Twitter clip thing. Cheers, anyway, man, but we got him on pause. Poor Damien was freaking out. So it's okay, pal. Calm down. But yeah, so there's a wee bit more to this clip of Phil bitching and whining and moaning about detractors.
Won't do it. Because you do it for money. That's why you make up the stuff to begin with. You're fucking full of shit. You have no actual morality. You have no leg to stand on. Nothing. You're wastes of life.
So there, that was Phil's fucking opening challenge. And to everyone and all that shit, you know, it's like, hey, fucking. I mean, what would Phil? What would Phil? People fucking responded to that, by the way, of course, and said things like, you know, like, Phil, why don't you fucking show your phone and stream WWE Champions? Not shit. There's a fucking challenge to you. Phil's clipping is just the only way he can rationalise what happens to him is money, and people kind of blame side scrollers for that essentially. Well, it's not like it's their fucking fault precisely, but when Phil had an interview with side scrollers, and a day later he's seen the decompression stream they had, they went through all the super chats. He's seen them getting thousands of dollars, not hundreds, thousands of dollars. And that was his way to cope. His mentality was, these guys milked me for money. And that's his rationale now. His thinking was, oh, these guys fucking, you know, fleeced me for fucking money, for as much money as possible. They used me for monetary gain. That was his logic to it, which is just fucking, that's the only way he can fucking rationalise what happened to him. It couldn't just be about the fact that people think he's an arsehole, you know, and so they want to fucking voice that opinion as far and as wide as fucking possible. Does he have a short intro? He does have a fucking short intro, Jesus Christ. Okay, fuck it. Time for bingo. Time to start fucking playing bingo. Guys, I need a random number in the chat. please give me a random number in the chat and I'll use that random number, the first number I see. The first number in chat I saw was from Morgana, who said 1087, so I will type that in here, 1087, and the bingo card we have for today's show is as follows. We need Phil to discuss politics in some manner. Him flailing his arms, him laughing, him saying here's a thing, and variety. The second row is Phil giving a good old turbo nose when he goes, no. Interesting, you see, support and schedule. The third row is Phil saying prayer, Phil giving the prayer hands, him saying friends,
Fuck you and your friends.
him snorting, him saying basically, and Tim getting at least $30+ in tips during the podcast. The fourth row is Phil saying alright, shocked, him pointing at the camera, him saying example and idiot, and the fifth and final row is Phil saying what the fuck are you talking about, although I will accept what are you talking about. You know what I mean. Him discussing drama, him saying feedback, and finally him saying it is what it is. So yeah, there you go, that's a bingo card for today. If it wins, then it's all thanks to me, and if it loses, then it's all Morgana's fault. No pressure, Morgana. Anyway, the aim of the game, as you guys all know by now, is to try and get a full house, 25 out of 25 on a bingo card you see for you on the screen. If I manage to do that, we'll add $25 to the bingo prize fund, which is currently sitting at $185, as you can see in the bottom left hand side of the screen. And of course, the aim of the game, as I said, is to try and get as much money in that bingo prize fund as possible, because at the end of the month of April, we're going to have a marble race to determine who will get to win that bingo prize fund. And so the only way you got to win with a chance of winning that bingo prize fund is if you have left a comment on a community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you've not done it yet, then date before the end of the month, so you're in with a chance of winning that bingo prize fund. But that's coming up at the end of the month, which is a week away, well, less than a week away from now actually. But there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces on the bingo card you see for you. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for a shitey gameplay, that gives us a free space. And if you get 100 likes on his bingo podcast before I finish playing bingo, not only will that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. Also, it's a kind of recent thing, but fuck it. If Phil says boss 5 times,
Boss.
then we get a free space as well. So, because he fucking says boss all the fucking time with somebody Elden Ring. It's a wee recent thing, I mean, it won't last for a long time, but fuck it, it's a wee temporary thing. So if Phil says
Boss.
5 times, then we get a free space too. There we go. I think on that note, I think we're ready to rock and roll, get on with the show, and hopefully we can get another full house right before Phil's most precious of days off. But of course, before we start the bingo and all that jazz, we must first of all press the Scottish soundboard button to, the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle.
This is the fucking Shawshank Redemption, right? But with more tunneling through shit and no fucking redemption.
I could not agree more with that sentiment. Here we fucking go.
What is going on, everyone? On today's show, it's my final consecutive streaming day of the week, and things are heating up because we're getting a head start on a brand new playthrough that I'm doing this week, plus some other schedule updates and a lot of gaming news to discuss today. So it should be a pretty packed show on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
What a shitey fucking podcast we got ahead of us. Oh well, it can only get better. Also, he's wearing the exact same fucking t-shirt as yesterday. Grubby bastard.
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, the 24th of April, 2024. This is the Level 1 Podcast, and as you can see, I'm in full Fallout mode today for a very good reason, which we will discuss in a bit. First of all, I have some housekeeping things to talk about today to get everyone caught up on everything that's been going on.
Is that enough to count as flailing arms?
Which we will discuss in a bit. First of all, I have some housekeeping things to talk.
I mean, it's a bit chaotic, a bit randomly chaotic just to fucking throw your arms like that. Fuck it, you know what? Where are you?
Burger.
Fuck me, man. This is a fucking level 1 podcast fucking border, by the way, in case anyone is curious. There you go. Now you've seen it.
About today to get everyone caught up on everything that's been going on around here. So sit back, relax, and
sit back, relax, and snort.
Burger.
Fuck me, man.
First of all, we have a ton of new animations now added to the stream, and I haven't really officially talked about them in full force yet. And as of this morning, I actually even added another new one. So I would like to let everyone know that there are new animations for all levels of tip, up to $100 basically. So $5, $10, $20, $30, and $50 tips on the stream all have new Street Fighter related animations. We've seen a few of them, right? So anyone who tips, thank you, and you'll get to see a cool new animation there. Now there's also a Fallout animation that I added for $5 super chats. That'll play whenever you do $5 or more. I think the threshold is 10. When you do a $10 super chat, then it'll kick to the next tier. So that's pretty cool too. I like new animations. You may have noticed recently also, I have these new bumper animations on my streams for the podcast. If you are sitting here watching on demand, you only see it for a split second before the show starts, but those on stream get to see it for like 30 seconds every day. I really like those too. So to everyone who recently has been contributing with new animations and helping me to spruce up the place, thank you so very much. That always makes it feel fresh and interesting and different, right? I mean, look, cool new border today for the podcast featuring all the different protagonists that I created for my previous Fallout runs. That is correct. I played Fallout 6 times, 2 times Fallout 3, 3 times Fallout New Vegas, and only once Fallout 4. But we're going to change that tonight on the late stream. And we'll talk a little bit about that in a bit. Okay, so good stuff there. Now, what we should do is get everyone caught up on what's going on with current playthroughs and the like. Because today's schedule is completely different than what it originally was going to be, and that's perfectly fine. But we definitely needed to adjust things on the fly because of everything that's been going on. So let's talk a little bit about that. Yesterday, I played Elden Ring on the first stream, and did pretty darn good, I would say. We actually finished up Far Missoula. So the Placidusax optional boss, the Malekith final boss, wrapped all that up, and then decided to head back to the Imperial City and take on Godfrey. And that was fun because, man, it was different than my original first run. Then even, because we had a little bit of extra time left, like 20 minutes left, I even took on Radagon and the final boss. And actually got to the second phase and was starting to learn the pattern to get to the second phase, and then I ran out of time. So, great progress there. And quite honestly, there is nothing left besides that northern frozen wastes area, which we haven't thoroughly and fully explored yet. And then the city that leads you into the Haley Tree, and then the Haley Tree. That's what we've got left in the game. And yes, there definitely seems to be desire for me to do that. All right, so we'll talk about that in a sec because we are actually playing it today. The late stream last night was...
That was only 3 bosses so far.
It's completely unexpected. It was something I was not planning on doing. Basically, Fightcade, I don't know what to call it. A matchmaking tool, an app suite, whatever you want to call it. But the emulation tool used on PC to play classic fighting games online against other opponents is off the table for me completely. There is no way to foolproof play that thing and not put my IP address at risk for being discovered and posted all over the internet. Not to say that that would be the end of the world, but it's a pain in the ass with my ISP to change an IP address. I can't be having it exposed. Okay? So, that being said, after all the discussions and
hey, shout out to that being said. Good guys.
I can't be having it exposed. Okay? So, that being said, after all the discussions and everything that we talked about, oh, can we do this, and this, it's just not, it's not viable. It's not. It sucks. Other people could use it. I can't. I'm in a special case with thousands of losers on the internet trying to constantly ruin my life and harass me, so I can't do it, all right?
Ruin your life? What a fucking life. There's not much to have to fucking ruin. Your fucking existence is a fucking miserable one, which is fucking mocked on a regular fucking basis. No one is envious of the fucking life you have, Phil. The only thing that people sometimes envy is the central level of fucking money that is thrown at you on a fucking regular basis. But the fucking hilarious thing is that what you do with that fucking money does not fucking enhance your life whatsoever because you piss it all down the fucking drain on WWE Champions and DoorDash. So yeah, Phil, your life is fucking ruined already of your own fucking volition, of your own fucking doing, of your own fucking making. You don't fucking credit us. That is not us to fucking claim credit for you ruining your own fucking life. That is entirely on you because you are a fucking self-destructive piece of shit.
So instead, we had a late night 2-hour hangout session. And basically, it was pretty fun. We talked about so many different topics. You know, we covered games, we covered, you know, my history, we covered detractors, we covered everything that everyone wanted to talk about. I like having late night hangout sessions. You know, I don't like having them too often, but it was just a totally impromptu thing. Over 2 hours of just open discussion with chat, and I think you'll enjoy it if you like that sort of thing. So check it out. It is on demand here on the channel. We even had a live roasting of an idiot who came in and tried to toss like 10 pieces of Detractor non-logic at me, and they basically got put over the coals and looked like an idiot. So it was a good time. Honestly, it really was. It was a good night, even though we didn't get to do Fightcade, and it sucks that Fightcade is just not in the cards for me ever. If ever there is some other client that is made that you can play old school fighting games and not have your information at risk, I'll use it. But it just seems like it's not viable. Only on console right now is your information protected, and the console versions of these games stink, you know? Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection never had any anti-trolling measures, so now it's impossible to play. Capcom Fighting Collection, no one bought, which is sad because I think that version of Super Turbo is not bad, but no one bought it, so there's no one to play against, you know? So, it is what it is. I just gotta, I guess, I have to resign to the fact that I just can't play old school fighting games. There's just no way for me to do it viably. It stinks, but it's life, I guess, okay? So, that was that, and, thank you for understanding, and thank you so much to those on stream yesterday who allowed me to understand that Fightcade was not secure. You know, I was led to believe that it was. I was lied to for many years. I'm happy to know now that, you know, I was safe in doing that last minute switch. Man, it would have...
So hold on, who lied to you, Phil? Just so people for a decade kept saying to you, why do you fucking play Fightcade? And you kept saying, nah. Where was the lie in that? Back and forth. And isn't it... So Phil's upset that people fucking assumed he had intelligence to fucking understand what Fightcade was. He's actually upset that people assumed he lacked he had the intelligence to at least be aware of what Fightcade was and how it worked. But nah, he actually was too fucking dumb for that, and he's upset that nobody fucking informed him of what Fightcade actually fucking was.
Sucked if all my information got out there, right? Okay, so moving on from that, we had to redo the schedule for this week entirely from scratch because of everything going on. And I had a couple options, and I'll be honest, I felt like Elden Ring is the right choice to play again today. And there's a couple of reasons. Number one, I like Helldivers 2, but I feel like if I play Helldivers 2 too much, it's going to end up being like too much of a multiplayer game. It'll get kind of tired. As opposed to Elden Ring, it's not an endless game. We're approaching the end. You know, this rush to the Halig Tree and then the Halig Tree itself, that's what we have left for the game. So we're nearing the end of it, and it's perfect because if we end up finishing it in, you know, early May, then that's a month to give it a break before we go back to the game for the DLC in late June. So great pacing and everything, as opposed to if I played Helldivers 2 again today, I almost feel like that would have been too much. Even though I just played it Monday and it has been a couple days, you know, I don't want to get burnt out on it. So that just, it felt like it made sense to me. Plus, everyone wants to see Halig Tree again. You know, it's the toughest part of the game. So that's what I'm going for. And we'll see how that goes today on the daytime stream. And then on tonight's night stream, we are doing something that I already told you I was going to start this weekend, but we're jumping the gun a bit. We're actually going to do my second ever playthrough of Fallout 4. Now, there's two reasons I'm playing Fallout 4 again. Actually, I take it back. There's three reasons. Reason number one, because it's the only Fallout I've never played a second time. Okay, I only played it once 9 years ago when it was a new release. I remember some things about it, but I don't remember all of it. I just remember certain things. And in the meantime, I've watched my wife play the game a few years ago, so it kind of refreshed my memory on some of it. But I didn't watch her play the whole thing. And every once in a while, I'd sit down and watch her play for an hour or two in a relatively long playthrough. So it's really...
sorry, hold on. It doesn't sound like a very normal thing to fucking do. Like I like gaming sometimes, and my fiance, she really enjoys gaming as well. I don't sit there for like 2 hours like fucking behind her shoulder to watch a fucking game. I just fucking let her enjoy a fucking game in peace. You know, I'm not just fucking lurking for a fucking hour or two like some sort of creepy bastard. It sounds like a very strange thing to fucking do, but maybe you guys also fucking do the kind of, you know, I'm gonna watch my significant other fucking play a game for 2 hours straight. Phil's got a poll running in his chat right now, which is simply called, which marathon event would you like to see in late May? Fighting game fiesta, indies marathon, or a rageathon? So yeah, Phil's trying his best to get his poll, his marathon decided, and he's gonna fucking let his denthead fucking decide that. I wonder what's gonna fucking win. I fucking clicked close, so we'll just have to wait and see. Let's get on with the fucking bingo.
The only one I never went back to and re-explored in any way, shape, or form. So there you go. Also, I never did a modern playthrough of it, meaning when I was playing this 9 years ago, there was no no face cam, there was no chat interaction. It was as if I was just sitting there playing the game for myself, ignoring my audience, which I personally today think it was incredibly stupid. But hey, it is what it is. In retrospect, now I know I should have had you know, interaction with you guys, but now I do, and I think that's why this new playthrough of the game will end up being better. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the Fallout TV show released a little over a week ago. Well, at this point, almost 2 weeks ago, and everyone, you know, up a buzz about it, loving it and wanting it, and you know, wanting more, wanting a season 2 and everything. And a lot of people have jumped back into the world of Fallout, or for the first time, played a Fallout game, and it just made sense to play it now while people were very interested in Fallout in general. Okay, and then number three, there's an update for it tomorrow that supposedly improves graphical performance, adds a performance versus quality mode, has tweaks, improvements, and apparently a free DLC added to the playthrough. All right, so it just makes sense. You know, it makes sense to do it now.
Remember, guys, just a wee quick heads up. If I miss anything on this bingo card, if you hear or see Phil do one of these things and I don't tick it off, you annoy the crap out of me until I fucking get it sorted. I don't try and miss things sometimes, but I do miss things because I'm a dumb bastard, you know what I mean? So yeah, if I do miss anything, please by all means, don't be afraid to fucking, you know, spam, you know, my name in chat, where just so I can pick up on it.
But I was going to actually start it over the weekend, like on Saturday. And in consideration of everything going on right now, I actually decided to do it tonight as the late night stream instead. And you might say, well, why? Why are you doing it now instead of Saturday?
Who
well,
fucking cares?
The game has character creation, then it has an extensive intro where you have the intro to your life, and then you have the vault segment, which takes a bit. And then after the vault segment, you have the intro segment to the game where you go to the first town, and you essentially have to meet up, I believe, with the Minutemen, and then you have to do town defense and stuff like that. It's kind of like...
You don't actually have to fucking meet the Minutemen, you fucking dick. Look, one, a fucking vault dweller has more of a fucking life than you fucking do, Phil, and that's saying something because they're fucking usually locked up underground for them, all their fucking existence. 2, you don't really know how fucking Fallout 4 seems to fucking operate. It's basically freedom to fucking do your own thing as soon as you get to that fucking bunker. Now yes, the game does try and somewhat hold your hand and guide you into helping the Minutemen from the get-go, but you don't actually fucking have to do that whatsoever. You can fucking bypass that completely and do your own fucking thing. That, you know, so, but yeah, Phil's like, oh, I better not fucking use my imagination and get creative and deviate from what the game is trying to steer me towards. I better fucking just, you know, let the game hold my hand the entire fucking way.
It almost is like a 90-minute to 2-hour intro. That once that's done, then you can go start to explore in the wasteland and have a good time, but you have to go through the intro first. And I was thinking, you know, I realized if we do that, right? Do you really want that to be like 2/3 of my first stream of the game? Is just the intro and then we actually start playing it? Or would you like it that when we actually sit down to do a major stream of it this weekend, we actually get to play the real game, right? So I was thinking about that and I was like, is it really going to matter about this update or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to matter in the intro segment? Probably not. Plus, think of it this way. If we play it tonight for a couple of hours and we get past the intro, we can see how the game runs and performs on the Xbox Series X tonight, and then we can directly compare that to when they update the game tomorrow and we play it again on Saturday. We can see the differences. Are there even any differences? Right? So I think that'll be fun to compare. So I think there's all these reasons to start off with Fallout tonight. And I was like, let's do it. Let's start Fallout tonight to get into that, you know, that chunk into it and then actually really hit the ground running on Saturday. So, cool. That's what we're doing tonight on the late stream. I hope you'll join me for my second ever Fallout 4 run. We'll see how it goes. I hope that people enjoy it, because I've actually wanted to replay Fallout 4 for a while. Honestly, it was my Game of the Year pick for 2015 in retrospect. No, I don't think it's as good as I thought it was back then. I think then having a new Fallout, I kind of had stars in my eyes or whatever. Still a good game, but in comparison to the previous Fallouts, I do think that the previous ones are better, but I do think that it was a good game regardless, and I am excited to do another run. You know what's funny is I actually don't remember what ending I did, or what endings I did. Did I do more than one ending? Like, I don't even remember. 9 years ago, I know that there's all these different endings where you can side with different factions, but I have no clue which one I actually did. So I guess we'll see this playthrough what I end up doing, right? I'm not sure. But anyway, it should be fun. So again, I hope that you will join me tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, for the premiere of my modern Fallout 4 playthrough and all the intro segments, okay? Cool.
Fuck you, Phil!
Then, I'm off from streaming tomorrow because it is my day off. And I have a lot to do. My wife and I will be out and about doing many, many different things. So I hope that you will have a good, safe, fun day. And hey, get caught up on all the stuff that's going on all of my channels. You know, on the React channel, we had a new DSP versus the Internet show. That was a great variety of clips. And the final part should be going live today, or is live now. On the DSP Throwback channel, we've been continuing on with the playthroughs of Final Fantasy 13 and Fallout 3. Yes, I will say that. My Fallout 3 playthrough, as of today, will be 7 parts in. And continuing, this is the classic playthrough from 2008, now taken into full HD, upscaled, better audio, longer parts, proper titles, thumbnails, all the things to make it.
You can shine a fucking shite up all you want, but it's still a shite. Fuck me, man. No, it's been remastered and HDified and fucking widescreen. Fuck me, man. Fuck off.
A very proper playthrough, okay? So,
oh, a very proper playthrough. A very proper, prim and proper playthrough compared to the fucking crap it was before. It's a very prim and proper playthrough. Fuck you, Phil. It's still shit. You're still shit. And everything you fucking do is shit.
So, I hope that you will join me on that journey. I really like Fallout 3. And it's actually, people have already been saying, would you do a retro react to it? And I'm like, well, yeah, maybe once we have more parts. But I think that's the whole point. Is to get like a bunch of parts live so that if we choose to do a retro react to that playthrough later on, we have enough parts to go through and we don't run out right away, right? Well, I hope you'll check that out. That's going on the DSP Throwback channel. Plus, the continuation of my Walking Dead retro react. We're going through all of the Walking Dead Telltale Game Season 1. Currently, we're into episode 3 now. And that continues this Sunday, but the parts are going live every day. So there's all that content on the other channels. Plus, of course, on this channel this week, there was lots of Street Fighter with Zangief. There was a continuation of Elden Ring, right? There was Helldivers 2 fun. So, good variety of stuff going on across all of my channels. All right? Cool. Now, when I come back on Friday, it'll be a premiere of a new game. On Game Pass, there's a game called Another Crab's Treasure. It is essentially a Souls-like game starring a hermit crab doing all kinds of stuff under the sea. It certainly seems like a cutesy take, but if it really does play difficult, like a Soulsborne game, it could be pretty interesting. I want to give it a shot. Now, I'm not promising you a full playthrough. It really depends on how people take to it. Much like when I tried Harold Halibut last week, and we played it once and people were super bored within the first stream. If the game does not take and people aren't too interested in it, then we're not going to continue on with it. But who knows? It is a Souls-like game, so if it is difficult and it catches on and people like it, I would consider doing a full playthrough. That's the beauty of Game Pass, is I get to try these kind of new games, put them in the schedule, see if they work. And if they do, great. And if not, well, move on and do other stuff. All right, so Another Crab's Treasure premiering on Friday's day stream, and then Friday.
Okay, that was definitely a camera point there, right there.
Burger.
That was absolutely a fucking camera point.
Do great, and if not, well, move on to do other stuff. All right, so another Crab's Treasure premiering on Friday's day stream, and then Friday night fights, Street Fighter 6, more Zangief as I attempt to level up even more. I'll probably study some more tech along the way. Saturday, that will be the first major stream of Fallout 4, and it'll be the first stream of Fallout 4 now with this patch applied that apparently is going to improve it for the modern console. So we'll see actively.
Will it improve the gameplay, or will it still be the same useless, fucking incompetent piece of shit playing it? Oh, it'll still be the same useless, incompetent piece of shit playing the game. You guys, the game will look fucking better, but it's still the fucking same absolute gibbering buffoon fucking in the controller, blaming the controls and blaming the game for him fucking playing it poorly and fucking making terrible fucking decisions. It's going to be a fucking dumpster fire of a fucking playthrough.
Are these improvements and what actually got better about the game. And then Saturday night, we'll do some Helldivers 2 multiplayer. Sunday is React Day, where we do the reacting all day long on the various other channels, and then we'll continue on in the week with another balance of everything. You know, we still got Elden Ring, we still got another Crab's Treasure if you guys like it, Fallout 4, maybe some more Street Fighter in there, maybe Helldivers. So lots of stuff to do, and essentially this is going to carry us into May for the foreseeable future. In May, the first new games that I'm interested in are like May 21st. So we've got like 3 weeks in May to juggle all those games and get as far into them. I predict we will finish Elden Ring within that time frame for sure, and, you know, depending on what else we're doing, will determine, you know, how far we get into the other games. I'm not sure if we're going to be playing another Crab's Treasure or not. We'll see if we like it or not, right? Cool.
Who fucking cares?
So, excellent. That's the plan for this.
Is that prayer hands? I'm grasping at straws here, I know.
So, excellent.
I'm going to count it just because I'm a dick.
Burger.
There we fucking go.
That's the plan for the schedule. I hope that sounds good. Now, we do.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! We have a little bit of a conundrum. A little bit of a thing we got to figure out. I'd like to start planning for the next big event here on DSP Gaming. And as you know, when I do big events, it essentially means it's going to be a day-long thing with a variety of content. Typically, I've got some food. Typically, I've got some booze. Typically, we've got some cool special things going on. And sometimes there's gameplay. All right? So, for the next marathon event, you know, one of the front-runner ideas that we were considering doing was a fighting game fiesta celebration. And what this was supposed to be was me playing a variety of fighting games, eating food from the Street Fighter cookbook, where my wife was going to dive in and make some more dishes. She did this last year. She was going to do it again. In addition to that, I was going to do some reacting to old fighting game videos of myself in the past at Evo tournaments.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Jesus Christ, Black Mage. So thanks, Black Mage, for the super chat, but Jesus. So Black Mage is lying in hospital a bit again. Lost my right pinky toe this time to an open wound infection. Being me's actual god. Jesus Christ, Black Mage. I'm so sorry to hear that. Also, I knew you were recovering from your previous operation, whatever, you know what I mean? I thought you were doing well, but Jesus. Like, just, I don't know, man. It won't fucking help you one bit, me fucking saying this. But honestly, some people in life are just fucking dealt a rough hand. You know what I mean? Like, some people in life just fucking are just not blessed with having that much fucking luck, it seems, in life. You know, it's just crazy to me, man. Like, there's what some people fucking go through, man. Honestly, I do hope you're not in hospital for too long. Hopefully they're taking good care of you there. Hopefully they fucking make sure, you know, that you'll be back out soon enough or whatever, and hopefully you'll be fucking comfortable at home, like, again, as best as fucking possible, man. But Jesus Christ, man, that's just awful news to see you back in hospital, man. Hopefully, man, you can recover quickly enough, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's like it's kind of thing as well. Like, you still got to try and make the best of the situation, what you've got in life, essentially, as well. You know what I mean? Don't let it fucking try and deter you. You still get to. Also, I remember you fucking going to the fucking aquarium and actually showing you fucking pictures of the fucking. Because Black Mage got to fucking actually go to the otter aquarium and got to see them in fucking person. We only get to see these wee bastards on fucking webcam and all that shit, you know what I mean? But he got to fucking go to, I think it was Monterey Bay. This is the Vancouver aquarium, but I think he went to I'm pretty sure it was Monterey Bay he went to, which is this one here. So he got to see these wee bastards himself in person, you know what I mean? Fuck me, man. So there we go. They're getting fed right now. Jesus, man. But yeah, just honestly, so hopefully you do feel better, Black Mage, and hopefully you won't be too long in hospital. Hopefully they'll patch you right up, and you'll get back to you'll get back to doing whatever you want today. Cheers for super chat, man. Hopefully you get better soon. Let's get back to Phil explaining this fucking marathon.
addition to that, I was going to do some reacting to old fighting game videos of myself in the past at Evo tournaments where I beat prominent players like Justin Wong and Seth Killian, and I was going to commentate on them and explain, what was going on in different matchups and situations. Something I've never done before. It would be like a first-time thing. And also, there's going to be a segment where it was just going to be like Q&A about the old days of being in the fighting game community. Talking about what it was like to be part of a grassroots movement to keep fighting games alive at a time when Capcom was not making active fighting games. There was a good 10-year span where Capcom just kind of gave up on making Street Fighter, and it really was in the hands of those who loved those games and had passion for them to try to keep things going with zero support. There was no sponsorship. Capcom didn't want any part of it. It was all on us to keep things going. And I can talk all about traveling, what it was like, hanging out with various groups of players, the rivalries and the drama and the stuff that was back then. I basically am a source of information from that period. Most people from that period just aren't around anymore or talking about it. Everyone wants to talk about the modern FGC, which started with Street Fighter 4, 14 years ago, 15 years ago. And yeah, that's a story to be told because that's when big money started happening. The esports teams and people streaming and all of that. But really, it was the grassroots movement back in the day that kept Street Fighter alive. Street Fighter very well could have died if people didn't keep it, active. Capcom was so focused on Devil May Cry.
Is he seriously trying to fucking claim some sort of credit for the success of the FGC today? It feels like he's fucking saying that the FGC are only fucking as successful today because people like him were making it a thing back in the fucking 2006, 2007 or whatever. It feels like he's trying to claim some responsibility and credit for the current success of the FGC and the prominence it has today. I think I know somebody's got something to say about that.
Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to look like you, dude. I mean, you're a fucking snitch. Everybody hates you. Who wants?
Nobody wants to look like a snitch.
Nobody fucking asking, dude. You're up, yes, getting shot down left and right. Nobody wants to look like you. And we don't give a fuck about you, motherfucker. Ain't nobody trying to look like you. Shit.
That's what I'm
saying. So DSP, shut the fuck up!
Alright, you notice Ben's respectful and you're not.
Shut the fuck up!
It's been 6 months.
God damn, dude.
I had no choice. Phil's talking about the old school FGC. Jaha would have wanted me to do it.
Resident Evil, there are other franchises that Street Fighter was just neglected for a very long time. So this could be a fun segment to do and talk and reminisce about the old days. You know what I'm saying? So that could be a fun event. Now, you guys seem to think this was a great idea. However, it was kind of hinging on the idea that we were going to do some Fightcade and play old school fighting games. And guess what? That's now pretty much off the table, at least from like a multiplayer aspect. You see what I'm saying? It's just not viable. So what could I do is we could do some Street Fighter 6, right? We could do some Tekken, right? Which is fine. But what else could we do? I mean, the only thing that I could really do with old school fighters would be to try to play one of these more modern console versions. So for example, there is the Capcom Fighting Collection that is on PlayStation, which I bought and played, as much as I could, but there was just no one playing it. There's no one playing this game online at all, right? I could just do like offline content, like maybe I could do a challenge run where I try to play Super Turbo on the hardest difficulty with various different characters to see how tough it really is, because it will be very tough.
Well, that sounds fucking awful, Phil. How about you play with all your friends? Oh, wait a second.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
Fuck you and your friends. Computer outright cheats. So maybe that could be. I don't know. But anyway, I'm curious if you guys are interested in that or not. All right, because this was what we were going to do. Like, people were gung-ho. Oh, yeah, this sounds like a good idea. But now that Fightcade multiplayer is off the table, it does take a whole aspect out of it, right? For sure. And I am disappointed at that, obviously. I wanted it to be better than that, but what can I do? I'm not going to put my IP address at risk and make it so I can't work. So that was one of the considerations. Now, other considerations we talked about was Indies Marathon, where you guys would nominate and vote on independent games for me to play, and I would go through like maybe 5 of them during the course of the day, maybe play an hour each, trying these different various games and seeing which ones are good and or would fit into my schedule. Perhaps I would actually, play one at length if I really liked it at some point, because that's happened before where we do these marathons and I try a variety of games and hey, like 1 or 2 of them it catches, it sticks, it's fun, and then I actually go back and I play it at a future day, right? So that's something we could do because I haven't done an indie marathon in a ridiculously long time. Or we could also do a Rageathon where you guys try to find games that would cause me to essentially kind of, flip my lid. And there's all kinds of different games that could fit into that genre, but it really would be dependent on people nominating and voting for the games that make sense. I'm a little nervous about that because we've done Rageathons before where people would nominate 6 games and out of that, only 1 was really a rage-inducing game and everything was just kind of, not a big deal. So, I'm not sure. I want your opinions because now it's the 24th of April. And what I would definitely like to do is I would like to get this kind of like hammered in as this is what we're doing so we have time to plan and set it up. For example, if it's going to be one of these indie or Rageathon marathons, we need to have time for people to nominate and then vote on games. So I have to start setting that up. Or if it's the fighting game event, you know, I need to set it in stone when it's going to be so that we can start planning out exactly what I will do in each game and stuff like that, right? So let's start figuring this out. Let's start talking about it every day until we hammer it in. I'm just curious. Initially, I'm going to do a poll, and this poll is not going to actually determine what we do. I just want to get from my live audience today an initial idea.
By the way, the results of this poll are not yet determined. I don't know what the current results are either because I closed it, remember. I closed the poll, so I've not seen the results yet of the poll. I'll let you know when I see it.
Okay. Which marathon event would you like to see in late May?
Who fucking cares?
The Fighting Game Fiesta, the Indies Marathon, or the Rage-a-thon? So, let me know via this poll. This is just an initial sampling. I'm not taking this as the defining thing to determine what I do. But I'm just curious, initial impressions on what people think about this, okay?
Honestly, I'm going to guess it's Rage-a-thon that will win out. I'm going to assume Rage-a-thon's going to win the poll. And then Phil's going to fucking say, oh, Detractor skewed the poll.
Cool. Okay. So that's that. Now, before we move on with today's podcast, guess what? It's time for my favorite segment, for your favorite segment, for everyone's favorite segment here on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for DSP News on the Level 1 Podcast. Let's do it. We've actually got a good variety of stuff to do.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! On today's show when it comes to news, so let's talk, shall we? So just listen to this. We got so much variety of news today. We'll start off with Apple has reportedly cut production on the Apple Vision Pro product due to incredibly low demand. Wow, I think we're starting to see a pattern here. Do you remember a few weeks ago when I almost gave you exactly the same story, except it was for a different product? That's right. It was about a month ago when I announced Sony has stopped making the PSVR 2 because no one bought the PSVR 2 since it hit stores last year. So Apple is in exactly the same situation. They manufactured a piece of technology that is way too expensive. What is it, $799 or something like that? And all the reviewers who reviewed it essentially said, listen, it's not bad. It actually does have some cool features or whatever, but it's not like they've advertised it or promised what it would do. It's definitely not that good, and it's definitely not worth $799. So what happened is the initial early adopters of Apple technology ran out and bought it. Reviewers bought it and said, it's not that good. No one wants it. All right? Are you surprised? Can we be honest here? Apple is on the downward trend. Apple used to be the hip company for tech. Everyone wanted an iPod, an iPad, an iPhone,
Did Phil get the price massively wrong? Because Morgana's in chat saying nobody's buying it because Apple Vision is like $3,000. Carter says it's $3,500. Prophet's saying it's $3,500 as well. Where the hell did Phil get $799 from? He calls this gaming news. And he's saying that Apple are... Oh my fucking god. He's oh my god. I was thinking to myself, that doesn't seem expensive at all. As soon as I heard Phil say $799, I was kind of thinking to myself, that's actually pretty fucking good. Why is no one fucking buying it? That's a solid price for fucking... And yeah, it makes more sense now. Fuck me, man.
iWatch, everything. It was all Apple Watch, excuse me. It's not iWatch, it's Apple Watch, right? It was just the hip thing to have, right? Everyone, oh man, you got the new phone or whatever. But dude, it's 2024. You know, the fad died out a million years ago. You know what I'm saying? Is it really? Oh, well, it's not $799. It's $3,499. The Apple Vision Pro is $3,499.
So isn't it great that Phil does so much research for his fucking gaming news? All this variety of gaming news in his fucking opening story is massively incorrect. And it's up to his fucking chat to correct him as he fucking reports the news.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
At least we fucking got him to laugh.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
But by the way, Tacozilla made this. You may remember. I went and showed it off at the end of the bingo yesterday. This is one of Tacozilla's creations. So I stole it and put it on the bingo card.
Okay, hold on. I have to adjust my brain for a second.
What a fucking brain.
Okay, continuing on from what we were saying, the era of Apple being the hip company of tech is past. Now, there's all these different competitors when it comes to phones, when it comes to tech watches, right? And you don't have to break the bank to get the competitors' products like you usually do with Apple. I mean, let's face it, Apple had to concede with the fact that no one wants proprietary connections for their stuff, and now they even have gone to the USB-C standard when it comes to charging their devices and stuff. So, it's pretty apparent, right,
that Apple is not prominent the way they used to be. They may be rolling in money from those years of prominence, but they're on the downward swing. So what on the holy hell made them think to release a $3,500 accessory? Essentially what it is, it's an accessory. It's not even like, oh, it's a device you need, it's going to change your life. It's just an accessory for things you already do, just doing them in a different way, right? I mean, how boneheaded. And much like PSVR 2, right? If you're going to spend a lot of money on something, you want to be convinced that this is a killer app-changing, life-changing way to do something, right? PSVR 2 failed because there's no games for it. There's no reason to own it. They had like maybe 2 or 3 prominent games that came out all at launch, and now there's nothing, right? Apple Vision Pro, what do you need that thing for exactly?
We have 100 likes on this bingo stream, guys. Thank you very much for liking the stream, as well as us getting a free space for 100 likes. You guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animation. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper to do his thing. Jasper, I'm going to need you to fucking take that gun and shoot that motherfucker at the sky. Thank you, good cat. I love that fucking cat so much.
What exactly does it do for you that changes the way that you would work or you would live? You know, is it a new and maybe unique way to do the stuff you do? Yes. But does it actually change anything? No. You're still doing the same work. It's not improving your work day. It's just, you know, a thing. And again, you gotta wear this giant fucking visor. No one wants to walk around with a fucking giant visor, makes you look like fucking a scuba diver or Cyclops from the fucking X-Men. You ever seen Cyclops from the X-Men? He's not happy he has to wear the fucking visor. He hates it. He wishes he could be normal like everyone else. No one should.
Isn't that because if he doesn't have the visor on, he just automatically starts like fucking frying people with a laser beam vision or some push? I don't actually know. I don't fucking read the comics or whatever. I don't know the lore. But I thought that visor was like kind of mandatory for him to have because of like, you know, his fucked up, you know, powers or whatever. I don't know. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I mentioned tacos a lot. And he Thanos snaps. He has the Thanos snap. Fuck me. Tacozilla. Why? Why is Phil's face that big on... It just seems so weird to me. It's such a huge forehead. But then the eyes are fucking massive and fuck me, man. And Meth Bear as well saying he fucking DM me something. Jesus Christ, what did Meth Bear fucking send me? Oh, what the fuck's this?
Thanks, Andrea. Say goodbye to the keyboard and hello to the future of laptop computers. With the MacBook wheel, Apple has replaced the traditional keyboard with a sleek, touch-sensitive click wheel. Apple CEO...
Well, this news source is The Onion, so I'm pretty sure. Also, this is a 15-year video. This is fucking ancient fucking video. I was wondering why it wasn't in fucking HD. Jesus Christ. I was like, what's it? This is surprisingly poor quality. Oh, that'll be why. 15 fucking years ago. Oh, god damn. Now, was he inspired to wear the black biggin shirt by Phil Burnell? Or was Phil Burnell inspired by him to wear the black biggin shirt? Which way around does it go? Who inspired who for the black biggin shirt? That's the real question. Of course, Phil Burnell claimed it was him that inspired the black biggin shirt. Who knows? Cheers, Meth Bear. I'll watch you a bit more of a sucker.
CEO Steve Jobs introduced the product yesterday at the annual Mac Expo. Senior product innovator Brian Gilman says the MacBook wheel will make typing a thing of the past.
At Apple, our philosophy is create products that are simple to use, and nothing's more simple than a single giant button.
Gilman showed me how...
Yeah, that's a good fucking point now. Yeah, exactly. Let's get back to the fucking bingo. Cheers, Meth Bear, for showing that latest Apple innovation.
Chooses to wear a fucking visor on their face all day unless they're a moron. Anyway, it's dumb. It's too expensive. Of course it's not going to sell, right? I mean, duh. So, yeah, no surprise. But I think the thing that does surprise people is that, wait a minute, an Apple product is failing? Yeah, an Apple product is failing. Prepare for this to be the first of many. Because Apple had this writing on the wall. They just refused to see it. They didn't realize that they're not as prominent anymore as they used to be. They still think their shit doesn't stink, and they're like these elitist people who think all their products, it's like a snooty fucking guy. He's like, everything I do is high and up to it.
So if Apple have something that fails for them, are they going to fucking blame everyone else rather than themselves? like you fucking do? Are Apple going to fucking turn around and fucking have a go at Samsung for fucking having the audacity to do some fucking shit better than them or something? Or are they going to fucking blame their consumers for not buying it enough? You know? Are Apple going to fucking turn around and fucking, you know, say, hey, you guys for 10 years told us you wanted this fucking vision thing. For 10 years you guys told us you fucking wanted to wear something on your head and like, you know, be all future looking. Now you guys aren't buying the thing we made for you. I don't think Apple are going to fucking do that, Phil. That's only you that does that kind of fucking thing.
No. No, Apple products are not special anymore. Everyone else has caught up, and in some cases, they're surpassing the Apple products. So, yeah, I don't think that Apple is really going to be doing so well very soon. Give it a few years, I think we're going to be getting more stories of the next iPhone didn't sell that well and stuff like that, and they're going to really have to actually try hard to do something they have not done in the last 15 years, actually innovate and create new tech that other people aren't doing, rather than just the same product again the next year with a few tweaks. So, okay. Here's a story for you that some of you, if you're like me, are going to be pretty angry when you hear this story. Okay, ready for this? Stephen Ogg, maybe a name you recognize. Stephen Ogg is a prominent actor for
Trevor, GTA 5. We get it.
Various different roles. Notably, he was one of the major supporting characters in the Walking Dead television series. But also, Stephen Ogg was the mocap and voice actor for Trevor in Grand Theft Auto 5. In an interview, he stated, listen to this. He filmed a bunch of story mode DLC for Grand Theft Auto 5 featuring Trevor. The story was that Trevor goes undercover and has to do work for the FBI. Yeah. Or I get
this is not old news. Like, we are very aware that there was a bunch of fucking DLC single player content which never fucking saw the light of fucking day. This is not brand new fucking news. When the game came out, Rockstar did initially promise DLC single player content. And it never fucking really materialised, which is kind of fucking shit, but there you go. Online took fucking prominence. Now, Trevor still did feature in some online GTA missions as well, as did fucking, you know, Franklin, you know, some of that stuff as well. Some of these characters did fucking come back for the online stuff. So, but Phil's like, oh, single player content, I would have fucking liked that, Phil. No, you wouldn't have. You don't care about GTA. Also, remember, if Phil touches GTA Online, people can get his IP address.
Yes, it's called the FIB in the world of Grand Theft Auto, correct? So he literally filmed an entire DLC. And it just they did nothing with it at all. They didn't actually make it even an expansion for Grand Theft Auto Online. They just basically shelved it. You know? And then people are like, what? Like, seriously? Yeah, but I think we already knew this. We just didn't have the confirmation from anyone yet, right? So I want you to think about this. Imagine you're part of GTA and you do all this work and you think it's great, just as good as the work that you did in the main game. And the plot is great and it continues the story of the characters or whatever in a canon way too, because remember in GTA...
Trust me, Stephen Ogg doesn't care. Doesn't really fucking care that much. Like, Stephen Ogg, to be fair, I mean, I think the character in the game is fucking brilliant, okay? But he's not somebody that wants to fucking focus on the character, if that makes sense. Like, you know, the guy that fucking did the Michael role in GTA 5, he's kind of embraced it to an extent, you know what I mean? And he's fucking happy to fucking be Michael, you know what I mean, and act a bit crazy sometimes, and he's happy to fucking kind of dive into that character, you know what I mean. The guy that played Franklin as well, very happy to fucking do stuff as Franklin, if that makes sense. But Trevor, he got very annoyed. The guy from Steve Ogg, you know, he got very annoyed about being typecast essentially as Trevor. Even though Steve Ogg has done a whole bunch of different things and wants to be taken as like a serious actor and get on with doing more acting, he doesn't want to fucking be remembered as, you know, the GTA 5 guy. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to be defined as that essentially. And so it's one of those things where it's like, you know, but the other his other main co-stars like Ned Luke for Michael and who played Franklin again? Who's a voice actor for Franklin? I can't mind. But and even Lamar Davis's best friend guy in role, because he's also a very funny character as well, you know, as a side character. So yeah, even he's like reprised some, you know, a role just to fucking enjoy it again and fucking you know, there's some like stuff, because obviously they had a good experience working for Rockstar and never used to always be like that. You know the amount of fucking voice actors over the years that have fucking said it was a terrible experience fucking trying to work for Rockstar. Like, you know, GTA 5 apparently was a fucking fantastic experience for the people involved, but back in the fucking day for like Vice City, for example, but it was meant to be a terrible experience for the fucking voice actors, or some of them anyway. San Andreas as well, to a degree, were apparently not a very good experience for these voice actors. So it's nice that fucking the people that had some some role to a degree. A good example as well, sorry, is Nico. Nico Bellic done his role for, you know, the guy who played that fucking actor. The actor, he done his role good, you know, but then he wanted more money. And Rockstar said, yeah, nice try, get to fuck. And so Nico Bellic had no more part to play in Rockstar stuff. Ah, fuck me, man. But they fucking go. It's nice to see that Rockstar, you know, actually are doing better at treating their voice actors a bit better. So much so that they're happy to fucking come back and record some more stuff for them, just to fucking, you know, to enhance the game even more and give the audience and their fans some more content.
There's multiple endings where certain characters can die. Well, obviously the DLC is going to tell you the canon ending, right? So now we know, hey, if Trevor's alive, that means the canon ending is that he survives. We just don't know which canon ending where he survives, but he's alive, right? And how cool would it have been to have these story DLCs? Each character was supposed to have their own story DLC. And actually this was alluded to in the Mount Chiliad mystery, where players of the game have pieced together these hidden Easter eggs and clues throughout the world of GTA 5 to actually find this like cave drawing on Mount Chiliad in the game that shows what the plot lines of each of the character-based DLCs were going to be. And then they just never made them because GTA Online came out and made so much money that Rockstar just didn't give a crap anymore, right? So that's pretty stupid, in my opinion, obviously. I mean, come on. I think what's happening is gonna be eventually people are gonna get fed up with this crap. They're gonna be like, we just want it. You have it. You just fucking make it. It doesn't even matter if it's 15 years later. Make the fucking DLCs. Make a standalone. Make it a $20 purchase. And it's just the 3 character stories that you shelved. Actually make them and sell them. Enough with this bullshit that you just focus on a frivolous, meaningless online experience that's a disposable experience, but oh, it's a social experience. Good for you. If you wanted to make Second Life, go fucking make Second Life. But what about the games that everyone liked and got you popular to begin with? What about all the people who supported Rockstar and put them in that level of prominence that they could actually go make GTA Online? Oh,
so Rockstar was very fucking popular before GTA 5. Spoiler alert, Rockstar's been very popular ever since the first ever GTA game. GTA, GTA 2, GTA London, and then it fucking got to the PlayStation 2 era where we had fucking GTA 3, the very first fucking 3D Grand Theft Auto experience, and people fucking lost their minds at fucking how immersive this fucking world was, or Liberty City. And then Vice City as well, also on PlayStation 2. Fantastic fucking game, brilliant soundtrack, great fucking cast as well for the voice actors. And then you got San Andreas, huge fucking map. Fucking, you got goddamn Samuel L. Jackson with a fucking voice role in there, playing a corrupt police officer. Fantastic fucking games on the PlayStation 2. Rockstar were doing pretty fucking well for themselves way before GTA 5. And that's just the fucking GTA titles. Also Billy as well, a fucking fan favourite from down the fucking years. Fantastic popular fucking game. Oh, for God's sake, Phil. But yeah, apparently GTA 5 put fucking Rockstar on the map. Aye, good one, Phil.
Fuck all of them, right? Who cares about them? Just keep printing money from these people who are addicted to our online game. So I'm pretty sad about it. I want these story DLCs to be heard and seen and played, but I don't think they're ever going to do it. Sad that they fucked it up that bad because they were so greedy. Okay. By the way, this really isn't part of DSP news, but I forgot to talk about it. So the other day, I did an impromptu and random poll on my Twitter account. For those who don't know, I do have a Twitter account. And yes, I still call it Twitter because X is fucking stupid. It's twitter.com or x.com/@ They Call Me DSP, or just search for @ They Call Me DSP over there, okay?
So I told you about this, guys. I went and said this the other day. I kind of went under the radar of what happened to Phil yesterday. Phil is trying to decide whether he even needs a fucking Twitter account anymore. Basically, it's like, I don't even need to use this for anything because I got my community post or whatever. So yeah, he's basically trying to determine whether he should even still have Twitter.
So, FYI, I did a poll. And basically, here's what I said. I said, curious question. Does anyone even care about me posting to extra Twitter anymore? I pretty much only use this for my schedule since Elon bought it, and being verified has lost all meaning. I have no idea why I even still have 27,000 followers on here. Thoughts? And the poll had 3 options. Number 1, just keep posting as is. Number 2, just post to YouTube, forget about X and Twitter. Or number 3, I just don't have a preference, okay? So, if you're not aware, when I first started on Twitter a long, long time ago, okay, which was like, I want to say it was like 2010, I only actually made a Twitter because my viewers wanted me to. They wanted a way to have a direct dialogue with me about topics and stuff that wasn't in video comments, right? Back then, keep in mind, I wasn't a live streamer yet. So it wasn't like there were live streams we could have a conversation together back and forth on a daily basis. It was more, you post up for my Ask the King show, right? Or you leave a video comment and you hope that I read it. There was no really direct line of contact with Phil. So I think that's really why people wanted my Twitter back in the day. Now, over the years, I've used Twitter for various different reasons. Sometimes I just used it to post up completely nonsensical stuff. Sometimes inflammatory, insulting stuff, all right? Sometimes I actually used it to post up intelligent stuff.
Remember though, he calls it his business Twitter account, and he's openly admitting I'm posting it for inflammatory stuff.
For the most part, I use Twitter to post up my daily schedule. So at least people know that I have these games and ideas and streams coming up. And I usually post up there as a stream is going live.
so people know what to expect on that live stream that's now live. It's like a trigger, so you know, oh, come on to the stream, okay? Now, what's happened is over the years, I just stopped using it for various things. Like, I even had some tweets that went viral over the years. I had a tweet at the Oscars a few years ago during the Will Smith slap incident that got insane amounts of retweets and faves. People loved the tweet, right? But it was basically like social commentary on the whole situation of what had happened. So I know that if I wanted to use Twitter more seriously, I could. And I could get noticed if I felt like it. And by the way, my Twitter account was verified. Why? Because actually I was being impersonated constantly by trolls and idiots. And so having the verified account made everyone know, hey, this is the real Phil. That's how I got verified. A lot of people wonder, how do you get verified on Twitter? Essentially, you have to prove that you're someone who is dramatically impersonated. So that way...
No, I don't know if I can have to do that. So some people can get verified easily, essentially. It took Phil like 2 or 3 solid years of constantly begging Twitter to verify him. Like, Phil admitted this when he got verified in the first place. He begged them over and over and over again, please verify my account. There's people impersonating me and I'm very special because I'm Phil Burnell. I make Let's Plays on YouTube. I'm a big fucking deal. Oh my god, he was insufferable. And then he fucking got a special blue tick and he fucking was, he wasted no time fucking sucking himself off.
If you own a business or an entity like I do, I say, hey, here's my business. I'm getting impersonated constantly. I need everyone to know this is my real account. And then they verified it for me. Okay, that's how it used to work anyway. So, being that I was one of the few YouTubers with a verified Twitter account, a lot of others had tried to get it verified for years and just couldn't.
You were one of those, Phil. Look, you're so fucking bitchy and pissed off at all these fucking contemporaries of yours, all your fucking peers, all your predecessors fucking actually got, you know, their little check marks before you, and you were so pissed off about that. Look at you fucking pretending like, oh, it was easy for me, but other people couldn't fucking get it done. Phil, you were that fucking situation where you were desperate to get your fucking check mark.
People actually paid attention to my tweets, you know, even though I didn't even use it that much. But then Elon bought it, right? And when Elon essentially bought the site, he changed so much about it that now the site is almost unusable for someone like me. I'll give you some examples. He made it so that no more verified users based on any kind of useful criteria. You just buy it. Oh, if you just spend money on the site, now you're verified. So what does it mean to be verified? Literally nothing. Everyone can be verified. There could be 400 impersonators of me that are all verified. So then verification is worthless, okay? People who pay now get their tweets amplified, meaning someone who pays for the checkmark actually will always get priority and people will see their tweets way more than someone who's not. I'm not saying that people who aren't verified never get seen, but it's incredibly hard. And it's funny to me because there's people out there who outright hate Elon Musk and hate everything he stands for, and they pay for the checkmark because they resign themselves to the fact that they are a slave to social media. They need people to recognize them on social media, so they pay him anyway, even though they claim that they hate this guy's guts. So ever since this happened, I essentially said, listen, I just don't see the point of using Twitter anymore. My tweets would never get seen regardless because I'm not paying for a blue check mark. There's no real advantage to having it unless you're going to be using Twitter frequently for stuff that you feel is important. And all I do is I post on my schedule, right? So I had enough of it. And I said, I'm just not going to use this thing anymore. You know, I'm literally just going to post on my schedule and when my streams are live and that's it. So I've been doing that for about a year, but now I posted a lot more on the community tab of my YouTube channels. I feel like if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and you want to be in the know, I'll post up stuff to my community tab. That way you don't have to go to Twitter to find out. You can just be subscribed to that channel that you're interested in. And that's how you're going to get, you know, the information about me. So that's how I've done it for about a year, and it seems to me like it's been working, right? But what I'm noticing is that literally, I'm not kidding, I have 27,000 followers on Twitter, and they're all probably legacy followers. These aren't new people following me because I don't post anything of interest on there. If you're already subscribed to my YouTube channels, you don't need to follow my Twitter, get it? But with 27,000 followers, how many people realistically actively still follow my Twitter, right? So I did this poll, and here's the results, all right? 590 votes. That's all I got. In 24 hours, with 27,000 followers, only 590 people bothered to vote. Think about that. So no one cares about Twitter anymore. Essentially, Twitter has...
So Phil, your channel has 200,000 subscribers. 210,000 subscribers. You can do a poll on your channel, and you can only get 200 votes. What does that tell you about the number of dead accounts on your channel? You get more fucking responses and votes on your Twitter account with far less followers than you do on your YouTube account with, you know, your channel's dead. Your social media presence is fucking dead. Your popularity is fucking dead. Your career is fucking dead. Your sex life is fucking dead. Your social circle is fucking dead. For fuck's sake, I could go on and on, but I feel like I'm getting more cruel.
Gone. Boo!
Hey, hand graphs.
Down, and no one cares. Which I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. Elon has killed the fucking business. No one follows it anymore because no one gives a shit. Here's the poll results, by the way. No preference, 22%. So 22% said, I just don't give a shit. Okay. Just post to YouTube only. Don't post on Twitter anymore. 27%. All right. And then 51% said keep posting here as is. So if you take a look at that, 590 votes, 51% would be what? Like around roughly 300 people said keep posting on Twitter. And 22% said I don't even have a preference, right? And that would be what? Like another 100? So essentially 400 people actively care about me on Twitter. And that's it.
Who
so I would just think
fucking
about
cares?
this. I went from having 27,000 followers. When I would post up tweets, I would actually get hundreds to thousands of likes and retweets depending on the tweet. But usually I would get a lot of attention on my tweets. And since Elon bought Twitter, now only 400 people actually care about Twitter out of 27,000.
And what's your fucking point, caller? Is there a point to this fucking bitch fest? This is immaterial. This is inconsequential.
Wow. By the way, Tesla's not doing so well either. Tesla is tanking right now. All of their products are failing. They're not delivering the product they've promised. Their sales numbers and stock prices are down. Mr. Musk is in a bad way. He's just ignoring it and not talking about it.
I mean, Phil, are you wanting to fucking talk? Mr. I need to fucking beg every day because the internet made fun of me is fucking having a go at other fucking people and their businesses fucking struggling. Phil, how about you fucking worry about yourself before you fucking try and take shots at other fucking people?
But anyway, excuse me. Sorry, there's something in my throat. So yeah, so I'll be honest with you guys. It really is
fucking rare.
Dumb as shit that the business has tanked the way it has. And I'm not going to put effort or anything into it. You know what I'm saying? So...
You never fucking did anyway. Oh, Phil's not going to fucking put effort into Twitter anymore, guys. Wow. We might never get a fucking another big tweet again midstream to fucking have guys come along support the fucking stream because it's a slow fucking night. We might never ever get a fucking big tweet midstream. No more effort is going to go into the fucking Twitter account for DSP Gaming. Oh, so much fucking content and meaningful stuff is lost right fucking there.
I'm gonna keep going forward as I have. I'm going to just post up my schedule and post up when a stream is live, and I guess that's it. There's really no other reason to ever post a thought or anything on that site. It seems to be a complete...
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much, Barrett Wells, for the super chat, who says, remember when Phil was sucking up to Elon Musk on the tweet of the rockets? Yeah, I think I remember that, yeah. He was very complimentary or kind of back then, yeah, but ever since they fucking took away his check mark, Phil's been very angry. Phil saw that as a personal attack on him when his own fucking verified check mark was cruelly taken away from him after he earned it for fucking begging and whining and bitching for that check mark for so long. And then Elon Musk is like, yoink, you need to pay for it now. And Phil's like, oh no, this is an attack on me. So yeah, Phil took that as a very personal slight on him, rather than just a fucking business decision by Elon Musk.
It was live, and I guess that's it. There's really no other reason to ever post a thought or anything on that site. It seems to be a complete...
Ah, shit, Phil broke your stream. Stop breaking the fucking stream, for fuck's sake, Phil.
Fuck's sake, Jesus! Right.
Why, Phil? Why must you break my shit? There you go.
Oh, by the way, yes, Coop, listen. I'm not saying that Twitter was great beforehand either. Before Elon owned it, it also had a lot of issues. Don't get me wrong. But the point I'm making is that basically it was a usable site that functioned properly, and you could actually use it to get noticed and get attention and get your thoughts heard. Now you cannot. The site has literally suppressed everyone who doesn't pay for a blue checkmark. I mean, case in point, I have 27,000 followers on Twitter, and 590 people voted on my poll in 24 hours. No one sees my account. No one cares. Which, again, I'm not complaining. I'm just stating a fact that I don't think there's a point to using that site for anything significant at this point, unless you're just going to pay for it. Fuck that. Elon can kiss my fucking ass. So anyway, all right, let's continue. The next story. PS5, or Sony in general, has put out a new promotional artwork promoting their new controller, the DualSense version 2. Okay? But the only actual information on this promotional piece of art for the DualSense 2 says the following. Exceptional 12-hour battery life on a full charge, supports long gaming sessions. Exceptional 12-hour battery life. It's almost like every other fucking wireless controller out there. This controller is the only one on the market that will only last about 3 hours on a full charge. And they've had this controller packaged with PS5 since launch and have not made an improvement to it until now. It sounds like they're finally going to improve it. Why does this controller only last 3 hours? Because it has a touchpad, because it has a built-in speaker, because it has haptic feedback, because it has adaptive triggers. It has all these features. Now, are these any good? Well, in some cases, yes. I would argue for the driving game, the adaptive triggers, adjusting the amount of
thrust.
Oh wait, did Phil say DualShock? Hold on.
Into it until now, it sounds like they're finally going to improve it. Why does this controller only last 3 hours? Because it has a touchpad, because it has a built-in speaker, because it has haptic feedback, because it has adaptive triggers. It has all these features. Now, are these any good? Well, in some cases, yes. I would argue if you're a driving game, the adaptive triggers, adjusting the amount of thrust that you're giving to your vehicle, that could be a good thing. But for the most part, most games do not at all make advantage of the features of this controller. Again, this is another case where Sony thought way ahead, but didn't actually check with the industry to see if the industry would be on par with them. I also compare this to the 6-axis. Do anyone even remember the 6-axis controls that existed in the previous PlayStation controllers? None of you probably do, because the thing was so poorly used that everyone just stopped developing it. So there used to be this thing in PlayStation controllers, the PS3 era, that it had built-in motion controls. And games like Uncharted and others used it. We have to balance and stuff with it, but no one liked it, and it didn't even really work that well. So no one really used it. And again, it's another thing, Bluetooth. Why were the controllers using Bluetooth to connect? Did anyone care if it used a standard wireless radio style adapter or if it used Bluetooth technology? No one cared, but Sony did. So they put all that shit in there and no one really cared who used it, right? So this is kind of the same thing. This controller looks nice, has all these features, but no one actually cares about them, right? Can you name in the last 2 years more than one game where you even remember what the haptics felt like on this controller? I can't even tell you one, because the haptics have become such a afterthought that most of it just feels like the standard rumble that you would get on an Xbox controller somewhere else. It doesn't feel any better to be playing a game on this than it does on a Xbox controller, quite frankly. And because this has a built-in battery, it's heavier. I don't like that. I like a lighter controller, right? So anyway, the one thing that I have to say to this, so there's a DualSense 2 coming out with a 12-hour battery life. Great. How about all the people who have that controller, who paid $80 for that fucking controller that is not a good controller? It has stick drift issues, the thumbsticks melt, the battery life's only 3 hours long, but now you want us to buy another one that will last 12 hours. Oh, you mean the battery that should have been in that controller, right? You want me to spend more money now on another one? How about no? How about kiss my ass? I'm not buying a DualSense version 2 that should have been packaged with PS5 from the launch, but Sony was greedy. Fuck them. Now, what they should do is they should drop the price of this controller down to about $30.
Oh, that's a good one. Agent Soul is correct. He said haptic feedback. That counts. That absolutely counts. See, I thought you were talking about, aren't these controls like DualShock controllers? So I thought I might have said fucking shock, but nah, I didn't say that. But I did say haptic feedback.
Burger.
That definitely counts.
Since there's going to be a version 2 with a 12-hour battery, and this one only has a 3-hour battery, then you should sell this for $30, and then you could sell the version 2 for $80.
Oh, that's why I'm confused. DualShock was fucking PS4. My bad. My bad.
You think Sony will do that? Will they do the right thing? Probably not, right? Okay. Continuing on, this is actually a follow-up to a story that we talked about earlier in the week. Remember I told you that the House of Representatives in the United States passed a bill, and this bill is going to ban TikTok in the United States within 9 months if its company owner or its owner, ByteDance, does not divest the company. What does that mean? It means that basically the U.S. government thinks that TikTok is gathering information on U.S. citizens and using it for malicious purposes because the owners are Chinese. Essentially, they almost think that TikTok is a way to get intel on the American populace, and the American populace is too stupid to realize it. So they're going to outlaw this program in the United States in 9 months unless the owner sells the company to a non-Chinese company. Okay? It's official because as of today, President Biden signed it into law. So 9-month timer has started. They have 9 months to sell it off. Do you think that will happen? Do you think that the owners of TikTok are going to sell their company off just so...
This is definitely politics talk for sure. Yeah, a lot of you guys are saying in the chat. Okay, guys, calm down. Thank you, Colleen, Broside Phil. Thank you, Barrett Wells as well, and everyone else, and Ira as well.
Burger.
It's ticked.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Yeah, our first bingo of the game. Guys, thank you for letting me know. I do appreciate it. As I said, I mean, I was about to just fucking listen to Phil talk without even fucking picking on the fact that it was actually politics talk. It was my bad. I was on autopilot mode there, just kind of listening to what Phil was fucking gibbering on about. But there you go. Guys, so that's the first proper bingo of the game. It's a second bingo, sorry, it's a second bingo of the game. So the first bingo is the middle row, the middle column right there. There you go. So how are things as right now? So we have 3 free spaces as things stand. We have 2 for Snorts and 1 for the likes. We are 2 Snorts away from a 3rd free space for Snorts alone, and we are 2 burps away for a free space there. So we are very close to getting 5 free spaces as things stand, and we are 6 away from a full house. So we currently have 3 free spaces, but we're very close to 5 free spaces, and as I said, there's 6 left, so we have a decent chance of getting a full house.
So the app can continue to work in the United States. I don't know. Right? I don't know.
the interesting premise. I don't know. There might be some big stories coming out about this. Maybe companies that'll buy it for, try to buy it, and will they sell it? I don't know. Why does TikTok need the United States? It's a good question. TikTok is worldwide. TikTok is an app that's all over the place. It's not just the United States. Now, I'm sure the United States is a big customer base for them, but do they really need the United States? I don't know. I don't really know the ins and outs of that. Okay. All right. We have 2 more news stories. One of them is incredibly stupid, so I'm just going to get past it right now. So there's a game coming out on Friday called Stellar Blade. I'm not interested in it, but the reason I'm talking about it today is because the stupidest thing ever has happened.
Oh God, I think I saw this. I think I saw this on Twitter myself. Hold on a second. Let me see. I'm going to try and get ahead of Phil here, okay? I'm going to try and get ahead of him. And see if we can find it for ourselves. Hold on. So if I click on Stellar Blade, it's on a trending topic. Yeah, right. Stellar Blade embargo is up. So I can finally show you the hard R shop graffiti Lamal. Wonder how long it'll take to get patched out. Apparently it's already been patched out. It's called the R shop, and somebody had graffiti saying hard R. And apparently it's like people got upset about this, and like yeah, and yeah, and so people are like, oh shit. So yeah, but I think that's what Phil's going to talk about. I think he's going to talk about the hard R.
Are you ready for this? I'm not ready for this. Ladies and gentlemen, Stellar Blade has a store in the game, and it's called the, I think, R store. It's just called the letter R, and it says store under it. And it's a store where you buy items and stuff in the game. Okay? Well, supposedly by random chance, and apparently this is not intentional, all right? Right next to the it's a neon sign that says R store. It has like an arrow pointing down. Here's the store. Well, right next to this neon sign that says R store, there's some graffiti on the wall, all right? And what does the graffiti say? Hard. So, it says hard R store, okay? So you might say, well, what's the problem with that? Well, in truth,
Phil's like, there's no problem whatsoever, because Phil fucking loves saying the hard R. He's demonstrated that several times in the past. I'm tempted to fucking pull up my video that I made on Phil using that word, oh, so many times. In fact, I think I'm going to do it. Give me a second. Give me a second so I can bring up my own fucking video and show Phil saying that fucking hard R all those many times. Give me a wee second so I can just maliciously do that. Give me a wee second. 2 seconds. There we go. It's a short video. It won't take fucking too long.
what is the YouTube apocalypse? YouTube apocalypse is when a certain group of content creators, one of which was very much PewDiePie, but a couple others as well, basically behaved badly on YouTube. And at the very same time that they behaved badly and got into big trouble, like PewDiePie saying the N-word blatantly on YouTube, and it wasn't like, oh, I misspoke and it sounded like I said it and I didn't mean it. No, he outright said it and meant it the way he said it in his video, okay?
Is the funniest shit ever. I swear to God, he accidentally calls Hulk Hogan a nigger. And I'm not trying to be racist or anything. It's the funniest clip ever. You gotta watch it on YouTube. He goes, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. and then he looks all embarrassed because he realized he did it. And he like tries to turn away and walk away. It's the funniest clip ever.
Nick Gers is asking, oh my God, it's a freaking racist idiot. But anyway, he's asking if I played any mode versus besides war, and the answer is no, because no, I can't even play any other anything else.
All right, nigga, it's time.
Oh, that's terrible. When stationary, negative 75% damage. That's really bad. Uh-oh. Well, I might have been banned. Yep. It looks like I have been banned from Twitch because I can't broadcast to it. Hateful slurs or symbols. I didn't do a hateful slur or symbol. Nigger. Game Chugger just tipped another $10. I'm compelled to tip you again for another epic moment. Also, we get to see Jingle All the Way animation again. Yes. Arnold Filzenegger. Right?
There you go. So I made that video. I made that years. I made that on the 14th of December, 2021. And by the way, in case Phil's like, oh, look at these detractors making things just to make money, I could click on the analytics right now and show you guys nothing was made in this video. Like revenue for this fucking video, well, would you look at that? There's nothing there to see. Not a single fucking penny. My most popular YouTube video about Phil Burnell is that wee compilation, and not a single penny is to be found made in that video since I uploaded it in December of 2021. Look at all those zeros, wow. I like how it goes up 0.001, 0.002, like I can fucking go up like a fucking hundredth of a fucking penny. If possible, but there you go. And this is since published, this is a stat since fucking published, so there you go. But yeah, apparently we're all in this for the fucking money. Believe that shit if you want. But there you go, and Jesus fucking Christ. Well, yeah. But so Phil's going to talk about the hard R.
There is no problem with that, because in truth, it means nothing. Actually, that graffiti that says hard is used randomly throughout the game. It's not the only place in the game that it's in place, and it's probably not intentional, right? That should have been there, okay? Now, you might say, well, I don't even understand. What does hard R mean? Depends on who you ask, okay? The actual original meaning of the term hard R, do you know what it means? It means it's a hard R rating for a movie. What does that mean? It means a movie that has intense gore or sexual content, meaning it's pushing the highest level of rating, NC-17, okay? But it just majorly made the cut to make it a hard R, meaning it's one of the harshest R ratings you can get, but it still made the cut to fit into the R category, okay? That's actually what it means. But in the last few years, people on social media have decided to change the meaning, okay? Compare this to any other use of a word that in the past had a completely different meaning and then got changed because of social things, and now everyone uses the word completely differently, all right? So, I mean, everyone, I think you probably know that today the term hard R essentially means the N-word.
Oh, sorry, Phil, can you elaborate? I don't quite understand what you mean. I'm going to need you to fucking say it so, you know, your deadhead audience can understand as well.
Okay, the real N-word, not the slang version that's used, you know, as like a term of affinity between people, but the really bad N-word, the full one, okay? So, that's why, hence, hard R, that's what they're talking about, the end of the word. So, to have a video game that says hard R on the wall, you would think, oh, not a big deal. Except, as we all know, games media are incredibly liberal. And they saw this on the wall and immediately made a big deal about it and started complaining to Sony, why does your game have hard R on the wall? Don't you know how offensive that is? To which the game developers were like, what? The fuck are you talking about? Like, no, we have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry.
Oh, fantastic. We get to tick off another the bottom left.
Burger.
There we go.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Well, where are we? We're essentially, okay, bear in mind, we still have free spaces. So technically, as things stand, we are 2 away. But if Phil snorts and burps 2 more times, it's a full house.
We don't just sit on Twitter all day listening to the ways that you've changed what terms mean in the last 5 years to be offended by something like this. It's not even intentional. It's graffiti next to a neon sign. They don't even coincide. What the fuck are you talking about? But sadly, in our modern day, everyone has to pander to everyone. So apparently, from what I'm to understand, it's being changed. I don't know if it has been changed already.
I mean, I don't know. Personally, when I fucking see this, I think it's funny. It's probably a very big coincidence. I think it's fucking funny. But if people are genuinely upset about this, then why? It's to me, I thought it was intentional at first. And a game dev is actually fucking saying, oh shit, we didn't mean that. Because that to me is kind of clever. To me, it is something that would happen in real life, I feel. If some shop was actually called the R shop, I do have a feeling that it's like, you know, people would fucking actually, you know, try and graffiti that so it'd have hard before us. I'm just a troll. I don't know, it just feels like, I don't know. But that's a big talking about Stella Boy, that's a big talking point. Since the hard R is trending today, I need to take this moment to make everyone aware that Stella Boy isn't the only thing that needs to be cancelled. Oh no, the Hard Rock Cafe had the O, C and the K go out. The Hard R Cafe. Oh no. Bloody hell. It's pretty dumb. And yeah, and they're going to patch it out apparently. Apparently it's going to get replaced by Crime. Crime's going to fucking replace the artwork on that wall apparently. It's going to go from hard to crime. But here it is here actually. I think this is what I saw here. Yeah, the patches are going to fucking take out hard and put in crime. I don't know, it just seems like such a big nothing burger. I don't know. But anyway, whatever.
But I believe that it's being changed like right away. God forbid someone's offended that this is randomly in the game by chance. It's not even meant to mean anything. And
isn't this the same game that's offended him because it has women? So he's having to go at the liberal media for being offended about the word hard being on the wall next to the letter R. But he's also the same guy that doesn't want to fucking play the very same game because of a shapely woman with a well-defined body. Am I understanding Phil's point of view correctly?
And the term doesn't actually even fucking mean that. People invented this meaning for it. All right? So, yes, I think it's incredibly stupid. And it's a non-issue, but that's the world we live in today. That everyone has to get all upset about things that literally don't even fucking exist. Invented outrage for the sake of invented outrage. Everyone has to pussyfoot around everything, correct?
It's such a fucking incredible irony about him having a fucking go at people being a fucking bitch about this sort of thing when he's just terrified to fucking play the game because boobs.
Okay. People are saying that now they've changed the word hard and they replaced it with a new graffiti that says crime. So now it says crime R store. What? So now people are freaking out that that's even worse. Because now you replaced hard R with crime. And that means something. Here's what they should replace it with. I'm serious. They should patch it again. And you know what it should say? Fuck you. That's what it should say. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Just do it like 10 times. Fuck you on the wall. That's what I would do. If I were the game devs, I'd be like, now you can't misconstrue it. Here's what we really meant to say. All right. We have one more story today. I told you I had a lot of news to cover today. And then we can finally get to things like shoutouts and the like. Okay? All right. Our final news story of the day. Apparently, there has always been a loophole in the way that Steam works with its refund system. Well, excuse me. Bad news for all of you who've been taking advantage of this loophole. The loophole is about to get plugged. Like this.
Who fucking
all right?
cares?
So there's your hole, and there's the plug. So what is this loophole? I'm going to read you the story from The Verge.
Oh, is that a burp? Hold on.
So there's your hole, and there's the plug. So what is this loophole? I'm going to read you the story from The Verge. 8 years ago, Valve began offering no questions asked refunds for any game that you buy on Steam, as long as you ask for that refund within 14 days of your original purchase, and you haven't played the game for more than 2 hours. Okay? Now that's not the hole. That's the intended refund policy. But when Valve started letting you play games ahead of their intended release dates with early access and advanced access programs, it introduced a loophole. People could play for many, many hours ahead of launch and still request a refund after. Okay? So what does that mean? It basically means that it would only work properly for games that were fully released. If a game hadn't been released yet, you could play it infinitely because the game didn't count playtime hours until the game was fully released. That's kind of confusing to me. Like, as long as you're playing the game, why would you think it doesn't count as playtime hours? But I guess that's how they had set up Steam. So there were people who would actually go out and buy early access games just because they knew that they could get their refund. So they would play any game in early access as long as they could, and then they would just refund the game right away. Okay? And they would play infinitely. They wouldn't just play 2 hours. They would play for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then they would refund. Well, guess what, folks? The days of Milk of Honey are over, because officially, I guess Valve figured this out, and they have plugged the hole, right? There's the hole. There it is. You see it? And they took their fist.
Yeah, Phil, it was very fucking funny the first time. Please keep doing it. Because it was fucking hilarious the first time round. So please keep fucking killing the joke and fucking stomping it into the goddamn fucking ground. What you fucking do with anything you fucking do, which may have made one fucking person chuckle in your fucking chat. Just kill the goddamn joke even more.
Plug it! Just like that. So now, you can...
So hold on. For people who want to see how well defined Phil's arms are when he's attempting a fucking punch, okay?
Oh, there it is. You see it? And they took their fist.
So, this is Phil's noodle ass arm. Okay? And that's him throwing a punch. It's such a weird looking fucking punch. There you go. And like, spot the muscles. Wow, look at the... Check out him flapping those fucking bingo wings on his fucking noodle ass arm flapping about. Jesus Christ. So there you go. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to punch you with my arm twisted like this, and then you fucking go and have that, vile detractor scum. Hey, man. Oh, yeah, you can definitely tell he's like fucking picturing like Tevin or whatever. I'm going to punch this fucking shadow image of fucking Tevin.
Just like that. So now, you can no longer get a refund for any game you've played longer than 2 hours, even if it's in early access. There's no loophole anymore. 2 hours is the limit. And, there you go. Plug. All right. Well, no one can accuse Valve of not being good at plugging their holes. All right, guys. That is the news for today. We covered a lot. That was a lot of news, right? All right. Well, FYI, the initial response to my poll, all right, about what this new upcoming marathon should be, 52%. Well, first of all, we have 365 votes. So 1 vote per day of the year. Which I guess it makes sense. We have 440 people on stream. So, FYI, Rageathon is in the lead with 52%.
Oh, I called it. I called it. I said the Rageathon would do well.
And then Indies, Marathon, and Fighting Game Fiesta are about the same. I see they're dancing back and forth between around 24%, 25 to 23% each. So here's the thing, though. All right? Because you're saying...
Here's the thing. Phil doesn't want to do a Rageathon.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Also, here's the thing. We are 1 burp away, or 2 snorts away, or just Phil doing one of these things away from a full house. Because we already have 3 free spaces, so we're very close to a full house. I feel quite confident in saying we're going to fucking win today. I feel very confident. And remember, if we win, it's all thanks to me, not Morgana, who picked the card.
Rageathon. Fair enough. But here's the thing about the Rageathon that I need to emphasize with all of you. All right?
My audience is dumb fuck morons that don't know how to pick games that make me rage. I don't trust them to fucking pick games.
The Rageathon only works if people actually legitimately find games that are going to make me rage for various different reasons. Not, oh, you know, I know that Phil probably doesn't like this particular game, so I'm going to nominate it because it's going to bother, it's going to, you know, I'm going to annoy him. Annoyathon is not Rageathon. Do you understand? For example, some games that have worked, like Super Meat Boy, right? That game, it's fast-paced, very difficult platforming action. Yes, that game absolutely made me rage when I played it. That was a successful game in the Rageathon. Here's games that didn't work, right? Street Fighter V. I told you guys I didn't like it, so people said, well, we insist on it anyway. And I played it, and it was the most boring hour ever because the game just sucked. It wasn't fun to play. I didn't rage. Actually, I won most of my matches. It was shit. And I was like, why did you fucking nominate it? I particularly remember the last Rageathon that I did not work very well because people didn't nominate good games for it. It was like, out of the 5-6 games that were played, only like 1 actually made me rage. So it just didn't work, and people complained, oh, it was boring. And I was like, so what do you want me to do? It's your event. You nominated and voted for the games, not me. I don't...
Okay, guys. Apparently, D-Dog is saying, like, D-Dog can see into the future, and he can tell everyone. I'm going to guess that we've got over $30+ in tips on the podcast. It looks like we're guaranteed a victory if we just like confirm it now. Do people just want me to fucking confirm it now, or do you want to fucking keep watching and see if we can win before Phil gets his $30+ in tips?
No, the whole idea of the Rageathon is that you guys know games that are rage-inducing, and you're going to nominate them for this event. You have to do that, or else the event ain't going to be very good. You understand? So, I'm okay with the idea of a Rageathon, as long as people are going to find actual games that cause rage. Now, here's the thing. People are saying, oh, Ghosts and Goblins again, getting over it again. I already played those. Me playing those games again? No, it has to be new stuff. It has to be, not Super Meat Boy. I played it already. It just have to be a new, fresh batch of games. Stuff that I have not played before. So it's something new, or else what's the point, right? That's the whole idea, is we need to get some games that will be rage-inducing, but games I haven't played before that will be interesting. Okay? Fair enough? But I'm not saying that's what we're doing. Let's talk about this further. Let's have further conversation about it over the course of the next week or two, and then we'll lock it in at some point what we're really going to do, and go from there. Okay? All right, cool. So, shout-outs time. We start off today with
Money time.
I'm Just Ken. We did a super chat. Thank you to I'm Just Ken. I appreciate that.
If he burps now, it's over.
Bookworm, thank you for a membership to the channel. I appreciate that, Bookworm. Thank you for the ongoing support of DSP Gaming. I appreciate that. And it's a new one, too, by the way. So that's awesome.
Did you ask them if they were from Argentina?
I received a very generous $50 tip.
Oh, I guess I fucking won then. Hooray for that. Hold on. Yeah, that's a fucking victory right there.
Burger. Full house. Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway,
that didn't fucking take long at all. Let's just see what the fucking tip says, okay?
Hold on.
Actually, who fucking cares? We're done. I genuinely don't fucking care. Let's just like, I mean, we're done. We're fucking done. Lisa Lou gave him the fucking $50 tip, aka OIC. So he's on a break right now, and he's got $53? So Lisa Lou gave him $50, and then made $3 more on top of that. Wow. A whale carried the fucking stream, although a whale has fucking helped us get the full house, so fucking hooray for that. Let's have otters. Fucking otters, fantastic. We beautiful otters, sorry. Meester as well is saying he had some artwork. Yeah, he sent me some artwork, so give me a second here. So first of all, so Meester says this was inspired by a friend on the way to school randomly pointing out that Phil's hairline looks like the yin and yang symbol. Yeah, I've seen that kind of comparison before, to be fair. I have definitely seen people draw similar comparisons to that. So apparently this is not Meester's fault, this is Meester's friend's fault. You know? And to that I say...
Fuck you and your friends.
I'm kidding on, I just had a sound clip, I had to fucking play it. Tacozilla has fucking... Again. No. Stop it. Stop it, fucking Tacozilla. Stop it now. It's no. Just fucking gonna no. Just no. Fuck no. Furthermore, no. I can't. Tacozilla, can you tell me something? Did you make him more purple just for this picture, or was that a natural color? Did you make him more purple just for this? Because I don't know, I can't actually tell if that was how it was by default. Yeah, okay, you did make him more purple. I wasn't sure. I wasn't quite sure, so I felt like I had to ask it. You did make him a bit more purple, okay? Oh god damn. Oh hell, at least you didn't fucking move one of Thanos' fucking hands down here. I would have been impressive, but at the same time I would have been like, you know, oh, I would have been even more fuck you points. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, God. What's being said here? Redneck Ogre said something apparently, and let me see. Hold on. So what did D-Dog says? D-Dog says going to add a bonus to the tally. Bonus of what? Redneck Ogre, you're right. What did Redneck? I need to try and find what Redneck Ogre said. Something said not good, or so it could be good. I don't know. Let me scroll up in my chat and see what Redneck Ogre said. Can I see? There we go. Marbles. Marbles? Why would it do marbles? It's not Friday yet. I don't know. I mean, marbles is a Friday thing. Yeah. So remember, so marbles will be back on Friday after bingo's done. But there we go. That's what D-Dog's asking. But yeah, no, we're not doing marbles tonight. Nah, we're doing marbles once a week. You know, not on Saturday last week because I went and missed the Friday stream. But yeah, we'll do it on Friday. We'll do marbles on Friday after the bingo's done. Greedy bastards trying to get more marbles at me. I'm no fucking made of marbles, you know. There you go. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. Okay. Oh, Dark Angel Storm says I got bored and done a DSP tweet. What did you fucking tweet? Hold on. Let's see what you fucking. Oh, for fuck's sake! What did you make? Darkside Phil, aka DSP Gaming, loves using the hard R. Oh god. Fuck me, man. Oh, I just like that. I'll go to the original tweet. There you go. I just like it and retweet the original tweet. There you go. There we go. Fuck me, man. Hell, and Joe Badger says they missed marbles. Well, come back on Friday then. You'll get to fucking see him on fucking Friday. Alright, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. I didn't mean click on Plum Switch, just fucking name. I am going to be back on Friday, okay? And I'm going to have a special guest will be on Friday as well. I'll be joining. Oh, those two otters almost bumped heads. The poor wee buggers. They wouldn't have avoided it though. Very impressive. Okay, guys, the bingo's won. We got a full. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, hold on. I forgot to do this. I forgot to change the total. Our bingo prize fund total, our tally, is up. We're past the $200 mark. We're at 210 buckaroos. And climbing at this rate. We're fucking keep winning bingo. We're fucking kicking all sorts of arse. Right, guys. I am going to wrap things up there, guys. Thank you very much for joining for the bingo stream. Thank you very much for keeping me right in the card as well. Thank you for the contributions and everything else. Black Mage, I hope you get better soon, pal. It's a shame to hear you back in hospital. So yeah, I hope you get hope you're out of hospital soon, pal, and back on the mend. Just wanted to say that as well. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end the bingo how it always end. I'm going to play Notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. But as I said, I'll be back on Friday, and I'm going to have Dash as a special guest on Friday, joining me for some bingo antics. And just after the bingo, we're going to have a marbles race as well to see if we can add $10 to the bingo prize on trying to complete some impossible maps. So there you go. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up there, guys. Thank you once again, as I said, for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, wherever you end up doing with it, and of course enjoy your Thursday as well. Thursday is day, you know, DSP day off day and all that jazz. There'll be no bingo with no DSP though. That being said, I'll be live doing a stream. Some other people might be doing streams as well. Keep an eye out and all that jazz, and support your detractors for all the content they make for you guys. But yeah, I will likely return on Friday as we watch these otters synchronize our fucking swimming. That's fucking. It's funny how they go the exact same fucking speed. Anyway, I got distracted by the fucking autos. They're a good distraction though. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. Hope you all enjoy yourselves. Have a good one, and I'll see you on Friday. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.